when he hit it. Mm-hmm. So he hit the back of the pickup, flew like over the truck, and then like went like 20 feet past, like into the berm on the other side. It's really weird where he ended up. I don't even know how.
So how awesome would it be if he just went into the bed of the pickup truck? Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's like out of a movie, right?
You just hit it and just go right into the truck.
So he said when he hit, it was like he described it as the loudest noise you'd ever heard. It was just like that was the thing that stands out to him when he tells the story. It's so loud. It was just so loud.
Yeah.
So he hit that, and then thinking, "Oh shit, this is gonna hurt."
Yeah.
So he woke up on the pavement. Just boiling because it was hot blacktop with blood all over the place because he was bleeding.
Does he know how long he was on the pavement?
Not too long, I don't think, because there was another accident literally like 5 cars up. Damn. They just literally came back to him. The cops were there by the time, so by the time it happened, he was on the ground out, and then, however long it took for them to get up to him, not too long, I don't think. So he ended up on the blacktop. Long story short, broken pelvis, broken wrists. That's, I think, but like broke his pelvis in 2 spots, piece of his vertebrae, but no like major internal injuries. Kind of like Darla when she got hit by the car. All kind of superficial.
Damn, everybody just getting hit by cars. God, I gotta leave. Everybody just getting hit by cars around you.
Yeah, that's 2. We're near the 3rd. Yikes. So now he went to rehab. He got back home, and now he literally was just in the hospital on Memorial Day weekend again because this guy, he kills me. My mom just got a big, huge promotion where she works. My mom, my dad, and my stepmom. I just call her my mom. So my mom got this big-ass promotion to work. So my dad doesn't have to work.
Oh, nice. Wow. Like that.
Now he does, though. He does it anyway, and he works at like a dry cleaner. And his big job that he has at the dry cleaner, in addition to paying for the stuff and taking the money and handing them their clothes, is he has to put those little foam things on the hangers. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, to prevent the little line, right? No. It prevents the line when it hangs on.
Oh, is that why that's on there?
Yeah.
I thought it was to not, like, if the clothes are a little wet, it doesn't get, like, rust from the thing. I thought that's why that was there. But that actually...
It's the imprint.
That makes a lot more sense now. So, thanks, Larry. I'm glad you got you around here. Fix the dipshit. So he is doing that, and in doing that, he's doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these during the day.
That's not machined by now?
You'd think.
Damn.
You'd think you just buy those pre-done, but apparently it must cost more, so you just do it yourself.
Or stop buying wire hangers. Who the fuck still has wire hangers?
Dry cleaners.
Why?
Well, what are you going to put them in those big clunky plastic ones and run them through the heat thing?
I'm pretty sure there's a material that can, like, go through that by now. That doesn't have to be wire. Anyway, I'm sorry. Get back.
Either way,
what's he do?
He's getting pain in his wrists because he broke his wrists, and he's doing this stupid, tedious hand work. So what he's been doing is the doctor said when your wrists hurt, just take 2 ibuprofen every morning.
That don't sound like...
He doesn't... So he wakes up, and he doesn't eat breakfast, and then just pops 2 ibuprofen.
Wow.
So he gave himself... so he ended up in the hospital on Memorial Day weekend because he was experiencing blurry vision, and he was starting to pass out. And they found blood in his stool. So they do a CAT scan, and the thing that down your throat, and they find out that he's got ulcers.
Ulcer, yep. That's
from
what I was
the ibuprofen.
I was going to say ulcer. That's what happens when you don't eat. And
so he's bleeding that much, though.
Eats the lining of your stomach.
But how big are these ulcers that you're bleeding that much that you're blurry vision and you're anemic and you're passing out and you have low blood pressure? I mean, Jesus. So apparently they just staple them shut while you're in there. And then from there, they let him out, and now he's out, and he's right back to working at the dry cleaners after he told me he was going to quit. So I don't know what to do about him. He's driving me crazy with that. I keep telling him that he's supposed to quit that, but that's the update to him. He's a stubborn old guy that won't change his ways and ended up putting himself in the hospital because he's doing a job that he no longer needs to do.
I bring him a bowl of oatmeal every morning, so he can take his ibuprofen.
Well, it's nice. He's so nice. He when I was telling him everything about you and I and working here, he he has he got a settlement after his motorcycle because he's, for the insurance covering the wreck. He did not get a new bike, and instead he wants to help us out somehow. So he said he wants to put in on another dumb show to help us be successful, my man. So that's the update on the old man. Hopefully he'll be getting better soon. That's maybe we'll do a little. Maybe you hit that sound. I'll do this.
You need to do a tab sound. That's like a like that.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah,
that's actually not a bad idea.
Send me all your sound.
Well, let's do it for today. We'll do it for today. Ready?
Hold on. Wait. I don't have it.
3, 2, 1. Second hour, always happy hour here on another dumb show. Not bad. It wasn't bad. It was all right. Cheers to everybody here. Cheers to you guys. Cheers all around. Cheers around. Cheers to you at home. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you are participating in happy hour, do it responsibly. Don't be a dumbass and drive or any of that dumb shit. So, I did mention before the break, and I got a question here. Mustard Tiger.
What a name.
I'm not really sure what I did, but he claims I'm very selfish. He's done listening. Because dumb is so selfish. I'm paraphrasing because I can't find exactly what he said. But I don't understand what if anything, after that last phone call from Diz, I'm obviously not selfish. I'll show off my girlfriend's hoots. I'll show you my girl's boobs. That's not a selfish person. I share the wealth.
No, you
I
won't.
spread the wealth.
No, you don't do that anymore.
You lose the lower third too. You want that cleavage in there.
Whoops. I gotta make it not show.
I got yelled at during the break, man. She was like, "Yeah, you didn't really do it, did you?" And I'm like, just so you know, every guy, when they first meet a chick and you don't really think it's gonna work out because you're just kind of hooking up, you show the boobs to your guy friends. You just do it, and then
that's terrible.
Previously on another dumb show.
A long email from Ziggy.
I saw this one and I got bored.
I got to be honest with you. Yeah, basically, long story short, Ziggy's saying, "I'm dumb from the old show on this show." Well, dumb from the old show is the same person. So I don't know how to change that. He's saying that basically like I get treated like crap on my own show because of what happened with B1 and stuff the other day. And he really dislikes B1. Really doesn't like her. Now, I don't mean this to pick on Izzy. I like Izzy or Ziggy, excuse me. I feel. Did you you met Ziggy, right, Lou? Obviously,
yes.
Yeah, Larry bailed. He met, so he wasn't at the.
Well, I met her. Wait a second now.
Ziggy was at the meetup.
That is correct.
And I felt like I just got this kind of anti-woman vibe from him, almost an incelish vibe. Am I wrong? Did you feel that at all?
I don't know. I don't think he came off maybe like that.
And I don't mean
maybe
that.
You were just.
If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, dude. I really apologize. I really am sorry. I'm not trying to slam the dude.
Right.
But I just got this weird vibe, and then I got this email, and I went, oof. I felt like this guy doesn't like women. Because he really went hard on B1. You agreed? Did you read the email? It's real long, and I don't want to read it verbatim. I mean, literally, it's a page. It's a page long. I don't want to read the whole email.
You should get some excerpts.
So, he says take a step back. Don't stress about how people see you. I don't. I don't. That's the complete opposite of what he was saying at the beginning, though. It's very weird. He wants me to not care or to care about how other people see me. Like I need to hold myself up here. But then he says down here, don't stress about it.
Yeah, the one thing I got from it
contradiction
was that don't worry about how people see you, but I want you to know people see you this way. So the way they see you is like you're from the old show, but you're new. So don't be like the old show, but hey, be you. And don't care what they think, but they're gonna think it if they're not you or you being you. Right?
I don't know what you just said right there. That sounded like a dumb story, is what it sounded like. But he does have one good idea.
I just want to help you.
He says, and dealing with my temper and my rage issues, he says I should get a punching bag and put it up in the studio. It's another dumb show. Hello. Welcome to another dumb show. I'm another dumb show host. Welcome. I appreciate you guys joining us today. What are we on, guys? Issue 31? 31?
Feeling fun.
Got it today. All right. Larry is not here today. Larry is out. He's currently on his way into, hold on, he sent me a text a second ago. He's on his way into, I think he said, Cuenca. He's on his way to Ecuador. He just is about to land in Cuenca. He's on the last leg of his flight from the United States to Ecuador. So Dan is sitting in over there with him.
What's going on?
Sitting in for Larry over there. And Allie's here today. What's up,
Hey,
Allie?
how's it going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great.
Get your mess over there cleaned up. She broke a glass right as the show was starting.
I
Spilled
did.
scotch everywhere.
I'm lucky I'm not cut. No damage. Cleaned up all the glass. I think
What?
it's behind me. There's a shattered glass because I no time to clean that up. It's just off to the side.
Well, speaking of behind you, also on the couch is Campy. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, guys?
How are you? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear him? Okay, talk again for
I
me.
can hear you guys. I can't hear myself. I mean, I'm not too worried
You
about it.
can't?
No, I can hear myself like outside the headphones, but not inside the headphones. So that's okay. I mean, it works for me.
That is
It's,
weird.
it's
Nah, I want you
something
to be able to hear.
surprisingly comfortable about it. It's okay. Let me hang on. La 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 la.
It's like cutting
still
in
don't
and
hear
out.
it.
No? No?
Am I cutting in and out? I wonder if is it a me? Oh wait, there
I
we
mean,
go.
we can
I
hear
can
you
hear
great.
me.
Oh,
I can
damn,
hear
that-
me now.
I think you're
All
boosting
right,
me.
All right.
All right.
The wrong one? I turned the wrong one?
I can hear myself just fine now.
All right. Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
We should probably label these one of these days. That would probably be smart. But no, welcome, guys, to another dumb show. Campy, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, dude, no worries, man.
It's good to have you here. I like when Campy comes and hangs out. So,
Mm-hmm.
boy, I don't know if you guys noticed. I was a little out of sorts as the show started. I hit myself. I think my equilibrium on my balance is all screwed up from my ear, my hamburger ear.
I can imagine. We saw that was somewhat terrifying.
It was gross, right? I got a little more video here to show you guys in a sec, but because it's a train wreck in there. But I swung the microphone and I hit myself right in the head, right in my bad ear, and the sound in there was like, boom, man, it hurt like a mother. So we almost ended right before we started. So,
I don't know if you could do much more damage. For that.
where do you see what I pull out of there in a sec?
Oh boy.
I do have a couple comments from yesterday's issue. This one comes in from Dylan Miller, who started out not liking the show. He was he was a big hater at the beginning, and I think we turned him. I don't know what happened, but he came around because he says, I lost his thing. It says, show keeps getting better. Nice and easy. A nice, short and sweet. I'll take that. Keeps getting better. We'll take it.
Thank you.
And this one comes from Rachel. And this is in regards to yesterday we were talking about how YouTube has deemed us too controversial. Campy, I don't know if you heard this, but
No, I missed that.
yeah, our videos have been deemed unsuitable for advertisers, some of them. So they're not, YouTube isn't monetizing or serving ads on some of
Are
our
you
videos.
surprised?
Is that no? Definitely not. Is that because of because the content that's going into it, like saying things like fucking shit?
Yeah, hopefully. I
Yes.
think we've been aiming to not do that within the first 5 minutes.
Oh, did I
think-
just
no, I'm
fuck your
no, I'm
monetization
no,
up?
it's cool. No, I think
how
that's the
today
new.
goes.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is because I requested a review and 2 out of the 3 videos now, as of today, have been deemed okay.
Yeah.
The initial one with you on it
Okay.
is the first one. So it sounds like you might be the culprit now that I'm looking at it. Now they're starting to get a trend here. So we'll see what happens after today. But Rachel said, it seems like you can't say anything on YouTube. It doesn't make sense because there are others that use a lot of profanity. Adults need entertainment too. Adults pay for all that shit they advertise. I agree. Not kids. Some kids do. My kids, because I give them all my money and then they go spend it on all the Fortnite skins and crap. But no, my I don't know what to do. I don't know where we go moving forward. What I'm doing wrong. I wish when the human people reviewed it, they said the algorithm caught XYZ. So maybe just kind of in the future try to avoid doing that, because there's a laundry list of things they tell you to avoid, and I'm not going to just sit and talk about bubblegum all day. It's
keep
boring.
guessing and talking around the problem.
We'll
Never
just
telling you what it is.
I think we'll just do us until they tell us officially what we've done wrong. That's what I'm going to keep doing. So
There's a couple channels that I follow that actually you can't, like, YouTube will not monetize if you swear so many times, because it's they're trying to keep it clean, I guess, or whatever. You can swear, you can do it. It affects your monetization.
Lay off the C word, I think, is probably what I should start with. I think that's probably the number one word they want you to stay away from. David sent a comment on this is a comment on the YouTube videos from David from yesterday's video. He said, your ear is fucked up. Definitely won't be giving you a wet willy. LOL, love the show. Thank God. That was a big thing. Wet willies around my house was you had to be on guard 24/7 for wet willies in my house. And
that explains it.
I'm just going to say, I think that probably explains what caused my ear to be looking like hamburger meat. Now, Campy said he didn't catch yesterday. Jerk.
Yeah, no, I caught bits and pieces. I didn't see anything about the ear. I caught some bits and pieces, but I saw nothing of an ear.
I don't know if I should call you lucky or, it's a total bummer. You should watch us every day.
Right
That's
on.
Great.
No, speaking of, I didn't give a shout out to the League of Dummies. What's up, guys? How are you? Big shout out to the League of Dummies in the chat there. Glad to have you guys here today. I think Titanium T was first, it looks like. I don't think I recognize that name. So good for Titanium T for getting in there, being first. Good for him. And good to have all you guys in there as well. And I haven't said anything today about Blind James's passing. I learned about it last night, and it seems as though, Allie, you did learn today that's confirmed. We did lose.
Yeah, I think a lot of mutuals and family were confirming on his Facebook that he did pass away yesterday.
Dude, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's a bummer, isn't it? Yeah,
there's
that
nothing
sucks.
being said about what happened. So, our just thoughts are with everyone that knew him. So
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yeah, I don't mean to speculate or anything like that. I just, much love from Zach. Thank you. Super fan donation there. Good job. Oh, Dan is in there kicking ass over there, by the way. Good job so far,
trying
man.
my best.
He was poor Dan. God love Dan's a great guy. Really, and I really cool dude. Very he wants to do well. It's such a cool thing as like got the kind of the captain of the helm here. It's really nice. Or captain at the helm would be, I guess, to have somebody, with the, he actually cares. He is anxious when he came in here. Sometimes we burn down before the show, and Dan's like, no. I think I got a lot of buttons I got to worry about pressing today.
Serious today.
Very, very serious. So I appreciate the professionalism.
Top of my game.
Yeah, Allie and I said, fuck that. We're doing our thing.
there were a lot of quiet but very pungent explicits under his breath as he tapped away over there.
He was
focused.
He's a lot like me. He has an inner dialogue inside his head that he's talking out loud to. Whatever's inside his head talking, he speaks back to out loud. I do the same thing when I'm by myself, and sometimes I've actually been accused of I'll be setting up for a wedding, and I'll be talking to myself, and a waitress will walk by and say, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Why?" And she goes, "Well, you're just muttering to yourself like a crazy person." So I don't think you're crazy, though,
That's
Dan.
exactly how he is, though. I catch him in his workshop,
Yeah.
just muttering to himself.
The
Sorry.
mental checklist. You got to go through the mental checklist
Exactly
and make
right.
sure you got your dots.
That's what he's
your
doing.
T's crossed and your I's dotted.
Same idea. Yes, exactly. That's how we do it here on Another Dumb Show. But yes, thanks again for that super fan donation there, Zach. We really appreciate it. That's what's going to keep us rolling along here and keeping Another Dumb Show growing. Of course, you can always, if you're not a member of the League of Dummies and you're not in our chat, just go to the YouTube channel. You go to anotherdumbshow.com. You go directly right to our YouTube channel when we're live. I forgot to mention this the other day, too. When we are not live, the link is not active. So if you click on it, it says there's an error. But so if you watch the podcast or if you're listening on the podcast and you go, hey, I want to go check it out, see what all these people look like, see how if Dan really does look like young Joe Walsh, see if Allie really is as hot as Dump says, see if Dump's hair really is as great as it really is, of course, and then Campy. Yeah.
I'm
Now,
just
Campy
here
got
for
a
the
new
Jeez.
tattoo. You can check that. I'm just kidding.
I
No.
think, yeah.
But no, that's so the point is, if you go to anotherdumbshow.com while we are not live, the little window that shows a picture of the YouTube page will just be a dead link for a little bit. But then once we're live, you can click it, boom, and there we are. So that's the easiest way to get into the League of Dummies. You do have to be subscribed, I believe, for at least 1 minute. Then once that 1 minute is up, as long as you have a YouTube channel or page of your own, like an account basically, and you create your own little YouTube page, you can jump right in the chat and be a part of it. And again, Dan, on it, man, over there, hitting the subscribe button, thumbs up today's video, quit playing with your dinghy and hit the thingy, please. Yesterday, we did take a look inside my ear. Oh, and if you haven't had a chance to go pick up the Another Dumb Show t-shirt, I would encourage you, please do that. Campy, did you get a chance to see those?
No, I haven't seen it. Look at how
God,
like
you're not-
uninvolved.
do you do anything here?
I'm
Why am I
so-
like, no, I'm kidding. No, that's fine. You go work. You're a single dad. You got 2 jobs. We'll talk about it. Sounds
Yeah.
like we'll talk later on. You got other stuff going on in your life. Rachel, thank you so much for the super fan donation in there. Yeah, Campy's got a lot going on. I'm actually interested to learn about. He mentioned something before the show, so.
So wait, where can I buy this T-shirt at? Where's the T-shirt available at?
Easy to find. Anotherdumbshow.com. There are 3 different options. There's a black and a white version of the Another Dumb Show logo. Well, the t-shirts are black or white, and then has the Another Dumb Show logo. That sweet one with the
Oh, and
fuchsia or whatever we're calling it.
Campy's got to see the back of that one.
Yes, and then the special edition Captain Content t-shirt is also available, and on the back of that, just below the neck, is also the Another Dumb Show logo. So get one of those if you haven't had a chance to get it. Go check it out. I think they're pretty cool. They are kind of like a soft kind of, I wouldn't say athletic fit, but they're not big and boxy either. They're not real like slim cut like you like, because I got some back fat I gotta hide. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do real too tight around the back there. So I gotta have a little bellow down there. But no, they're really nice, good quality shirts. They're soft. A couple guys are complaining that they're around $30, but you know what? To me, I think that's pretty reasonable for a t-shirt.
It's like
days.
an average costing T-shirt price.
I
It's
feel
$30.
that's- I
You
feel
go
that's-
to go to any of these stores out in Cleveland that make their own T-shirts and sell them. $30 is like the going rate.
More.
It's the going rate.
Especially for we're not McDonald's. You know, we're not. Or I guess they don't sell t-shirts, but you know what I'm saying. Like we can't sell 99-cent things at this point. Was kind of my point. So, Blue Wolverine superfan donation says set Campy in the corner until he catches up with the show.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
But no, he said crooked face laugh there. Hey, Campy, miss your podcast. So yeah, Matt Campy did the Dude Nobody Cares podcast for a long time, and I used to see people always mentioning that. So I thought, he took a break from it, had some just stuff going on, so he quit doing that. But you missed yesterday, Campy.
I missed it, dude. Talk to me. What happened? What happened with this ear? You mentioned something about an ear, but I don't know.
I have a perforated eardrum.
How does that happen?
We're not exactly sure. It happens multiple ways. Could be from a loud sound. It could be from trauma, like hitting your head. Mikey called in and said he got head slapped as a kid and it blew out one of his eardrums.
Okay.
I knew a little kid whose dad beat him when he was a kid and did the same thing, smacked him on the side of the head, and he blew out his eardrum. He missed like 3 days of school, and he just came in with this big green glob of shit in his ear with this like cotton in there. It was horrible. I felt so bad for him, but I mean, nobody could ever talk about it, but we knew it happened.
I'd be willing to bet it's probably from volume because, I mean, as a DJ, you're constantly around loud music all the time, right?
Well, it could be that, but you'd think it would be both of them, maybe. I don't know why one would be maybe if I just walked in front of a speaker or something one time. That's possible. But when I walk by, I usually cover, like I push that little flap over your ear. Like I kind of cover my ear when I walk past the speaker just because I'm so used to, it being loud. So I don't know if it's that. It could be from an ear infection that I never had treated and it just got worse and it ended up perforating somehow from that. Or it could be from hitting your head. Now I've fallen and hit my head since about 2012, I'd say about 4 or 5 times. Yeah. Pretty good. Two real good ones. One of them I did a keg stand. I was DJing at a party and they said, "Hey Dom, I just want you to like be dumb and hang out. Just put the music on shuffle and come kick it with us." So I was like, "Fuck it, okay, cool." So I did that, and they had me doing keg stands with them.
Yeah.
When I stood up after the keg stand, I passed out, like, what's supposed to happen after you do a keg stand.
A good one.
And I whacked my head really hard right on like a rail for a sliding door, like the runners at the bottom, a metal thing. I hit my head pretty hard on that, and be honest, my head's really never been right since then. So I think I might have done it then, and I just never really treated it. And B1 kind of confirmed that today. She goes, "Yeah, you've been kind of whacked out for about 10 years since that happened." So who knows?
Or an
We'll see.
amalgam of things, because that looked like some serious damage in their dump. That's beyond normal.
That looks like years of trauma.
Guys, what we saw yesterday was just literally the tip of the hamburger berg, because it is gross in there. So I'm going to play.
Take a deep dive.
I took it in there again, and Dan, you able to see this?
No, let me see here.
Where's this
This?
hamburger?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now this is the inside of my ear. I went home last night and I went to go check out the inside of my ear again, and here we go.
How did you do
Now,
this?
warning. No, I guess maybe I probably should have prefaced this. Maybe cut me for a sec there, Dan. If you're turned off by squeamish things, this might be one of those times. It's not super squeamish, I guess. Some people might just think it is. To me, this is just like, I could watch these videos all day. But I noticed that, like, on Instagram and stuff, they'll put a sensitive media warning on these kind of things.
I was about to say, like, you're wondering why we're getting flagged for content.
You think? All right, Dan's saying we're too hot for YouTube.
This would definitely trick an algorithm for sure.
All right, here we go. Let's see this thing. All right, digging in there. Now you'll notice I found something that I'm really aiming for, that I'm trying to get. So I'm in there, I'm swiping, I'm turning, and you'll notice I'm getting closer, just trying to get over this ridge because it's swollen, and it's just the part I'm trying to get around is so back there's shots of the inside of the house. B1 was naked, so you might have seen a blurred B1 background naked there. Yep, so freeze frame that.
Can't rewind it.
So, yeah, so here's the inside of the ear again. All right, Campy, look at this.
Oh my God. Dude, don't do that.
What is that, guys?
I don't think
That's
you're
raw meat.
supposed to.
What is that thing? So I found a little flap of something. Now I pulled it out and went, okay, I didn't get it, so let's go back in.
It's
Don't touch
bleeding now.
Yeah, yeah. It's I go, okay, that's not supposed to be there. Let's get that.
It was inflamed before. It's absolutely aggravated now. Are you just?
Well, I want to get this flap off because when I'm going in, I'm starting to notice that the stuff that I'm pulling out, it's kind of like all goopy and like infected goop skin almost.
Maybe it's not infection. Maybe it's just trying to build up and heal, and you're just like tearing away ear scab.
Now this is what B1 said to me. She said, "I think you're pulling off ear trying to repair itself," and I said, "No, I think this was already a flap that was hanging there."
Oh, that's like the remainder of your eardrum.
Or I don't know what it is because, well, the eardrum I think is just completely shot. I went back in and you can actually, we'll get to a point where you can actually see the actual hole in the eardrum.
Kind of looks like the Nickelodeon slime a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's green.
It's got Nickelodeon slime vibes.
It's got a good ooze to it. Now I likened it to Ghostbusters either 2 or 3 with the pink ooze under the subway.
I think it's a better call. Actually.
A little bit like
Maybe
that.
not Nickelodeon.
Didn't they always have the big ear on Double Dare?
Yes, this is actually a shot from in there. Actually, to tell you the truth. So hold on, let me see if we can
Looking
get
for the flag in there somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't
Eventually-
look good, dude. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, eventually I do get to an angle where I can get this flap. No, there it is. I'm right about there to get it. And then I go, just almost. There it is. It's moving.
Oh, don't do that.
I think that is just your damaged inner ear trying to
Heal
put
itself.
itself back
let
together.
And
Yeah.
you're just
And now
No.
you're just
Screwing it
sitting there
up.
fucking it up.
No,
dude.
I think that piece had to come off. So I worked on that for a good 6 minutes. And you'll see I worked back. Oh, it looked like I might have found a little piece
I would not
there.
continue doing whatever this is.
No, the self-destruction is real.
Oh no, it's not self-destruction. It's cleaning up a mess that was in there that needed a little cleanup.
There's
So
like a blood trail now out your
yeah,
ears.
oh yeah, now
Yeah,
we're
this
getting
is like
somewhere. Now
picking
we're
your
getting
scab.
somewhere.
You know, you're
Now
not
we're-
supposed to pick a scab. You're supposed to let it heal itself.
Well, I don't think it was quite a
Exactly.
scab yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's quite a scab. It was just like if you get a cut and you have if you ever cut yourself and you got a little filleted piece of skin on there or something, you got to get that filleted piece off. And I think that's where we're at inside my ear now at this point. So now I
Did
think
you
we're going
think
to
you
get.
were peeling back infection or something?
Yeah, I'm peeling off a piece of infection right here. I think that almost got it right there. Did you see that? I almost had it on that one.
You're fooling yourself. This is just making it worse.
Nope. Almost got it on that one.
I think
So I go back out and I keep going back in, and I think we're just about to the point. Well, here we go. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite pull, guys. Here we go. And we go in, find the piece, found where it's stuck. Boom, gone. Ripped it off.
You think this is good?
Yeah, oh great,
I'm
yeah. And now here it
traumatized.
comes.
Oh, look at that. It's like a water slide, dude. It's like a water slide. It can't.
Let's do that again. That
Came
is a
running
nice
right
little
out.
water slide.
Dude,
Little
this is worse than the machete
sploogey.
video.
I don't know. So here one more time. This
Look at that.
and wee. That was good. All right, so yeah, that's the inside of that, and you could kind of. I did get one pretty still shot I found earlier of the inside of the eardrum. It's about. Pardon me, guys, as I scrub this. Dan, you can cut to me as I scrub so people don't.
just quickly
throw
rewatch
up.
everything that hurt us.
Well, I just don't want people to throw up as I'm going too fast through this spinning camera or whatever. All right, but you can kind of see. There was a shot where hold on, I'll tell you. Hold on. There's a shot where you could actually see the hole in the eardrum.
I think we have to issue an apology to all of our listeners eating dinner, just getting home from work.
Well, I gave
right
him a heads
now.
up, squeamish warning. I gave him a squeamish warning.
Dude, Campy's just chilling. He's
Oh yeah, no, I'm
enjoying
good.
this.
I'm good.
That's his thing. He's into this. No, I guess I can't get it. I can't find it. But so yeah, that's the inside of my ear, complete and total carnage in there. But I got it out. I put some drops in this morning, and it's actually looking a little better, to be honest with you. I actually think it's all right. So yesterday we did a thing with Allie and Dan. There was a news article I found about the Whisper app, and husbands were asking questions of their wives through this Whisper app. Questions like,
Things they could never, ever ask.
yeah, things they want to ask their wife, but they're too embarrassed to ask their wife face to face. So they would ask them in this Whisper app. And one of them was, why does my wife never want to kiss me? And I mentioned how I couldn't, B1's the same way. She's not a big make out chick. You know, we do that, but we don't do, we're not doing major make out sessions, which is,
little moochies.
yeah, I want,
Little smooches.
yeah, I want to,
Sloppy jalopies for you.
that's what I want. Heavy petting.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I want some canoodling, all that stuff. But Tessa sent a comment on, or I guess commented on issue 30, and she said, I'm not a kisser either. Maybe it's a female thing. Like early in the relationship, we'd have those hot makeout sessions, but not in a long time. Just a quick kiss whenever one of us leaves to go anywhere, and that's it. So, I guess maybe B1 doesn't just think I'm disgusting. I don't know what it is. Maybe she actually feels I'm hot. B1, another B1 came up. Somebody, I mentioned her her vet stuff and how she has she wants to go to esthetician school now. Well, I also mentioned that she hadn't finished vet school yet. And Heath wants to know, how many years is it now that B1's been in vet school? Not hating, just curious. That's a very good question. She's been in there. I actually don't know what year she started, but she's not finished yet. I think she's changed schools now, and her work's going to pay for it or something like that.
Oh,
so,
that's the way to go.
yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm pretty pumped for her about that. But I don't know why she wants to go to the esthetician school too. She also mentioned something to me today that I've been pushing forward to do for a long time. So we'll see if, and I think some people will be pretty happy about it. And a lot of people won't be happy about it, but we'll see what happens if she actually goes through with it. But something I've been trying to get her to do that she's been teasing for a while. So we'll see if she ends up going through with it. So if you can read between the lines there, maybe you can figure it out. But I got an email from Brett. He's asking if he could get, oh, damn.
Dan, the man.
Good job,
over there.
Dan. Yeah, I did have to run out. I found, it was a nice day out there. It was hot out there today. I almost had to put on the sunscreen when I ran out to the emails to dig out these emails from the bin. I was getting cooked. I almost got hit by a car and everything. Brett sent an email, and he, because he was able to get randomly guess who B1 had shot at and through DMs, through Instagram. I don't know if you're here for that day, Campy.
No, I missed that. No.
Oh, Jesus, guy. At least
did she-
lie at this point. No, she went on Instagram and she decided to shoot her shot at a celebrity, and I was
A
trying to get
verified
people,
account? She shot her shot at a verified account?
a legit celebrity.
So she got no response.
No, of course not. No,
Okay,
no.
yeah.
So I was trying to get people to guess who it was because it's a very random person, and this guy ended up guessing it was David Spade. And just a completely, you'd think somebody hot or whatever, but no, she went after David Spade. But this guy guessed it, and now he's hitting me up. He wants a free Captain Content T-shirt for that. I don't know. Is that Captain Content T-shirt free T-shirt worthy? I don't know. Usually I get sob stories for free T-shirts and stuff like that. This one is hey, look what I gave to you. Now what are you going to give to me?
I guessed right. Give me stuff.
Yeah, good for him. I don't think it was that
takes
kind of.
cojones.
He created a contest a prize for a contest that we didn't even have. So good for him. So this one comes from Gio. Last email, then we're going to take a break, and then I'm going to come back and talk about a new movie series spinoff that I'm so excited about. It says, "Hey, Dumb, love the show. Happy for you and your new crew. I wish you much success. I'm emailing because every time I watch the show, typically a day or two behind while working from home, I hear a little jingle every once in a while. I look around and out my window to see if someone is walking their dog. Then I realize, damn it, she got me again. Bean Arena walking around the studio in her collar jingling. Love seeing and hearing her. Thanks for the laughs and great content, Gio." Now that's so nice because I got somebody that sent me a nasty comment on Instagram saying too much Darla talk, so I'm not going to watch anymore. Screw you. Don't talk bad about my dog.
You
But yes,
don't have to announce your exit.
yeah, just don't. Just go away. Seriously. Or if you do, just say goodbye like 50, 60 times like we do here in
Like
the
a good
Midwest. Like Val
Ohioan.
Corr
Thank
says.
you.
That's right. And now, this actually was from Brett too, and I didn't realize it. Same guy, Brett, but different email. This is an older email he sent a while ago that I never got to. You guys know the Mandela effect thing? All that? You're familiar with
yeah.
Mandela effects and Berenstein Bears? Somebody's mentioned to me I'd heard all of them, I thought. Somebody brought up to me the Queen, We Are the Champions Mandela effect. Have you heard this one?
No, what is it?
What is it?
So at the end, what are the last three words? Good. I'm glad you guys don't know what this. What are the last three words of "We Are the Champions"? And I can't play it because we're on stupid, rules
Can't
with
probably
your.
sing it either, can we? You can just kind of like.
I don't know. Can we sing it?
Of
I think
the
we can
world.
probably sing it. Yeah.
We are the champions of the world.
Those are the last three words,
Yeah.
right?
Of the world. Yeah,
Yes.
of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, that no longer exists.
I don't believe it.
It ends just with we are the champions. And then
Oh, wait, you might be right.
I went back and
No,
watched.
no.
I went back and listened because I'm saying I went no this is when I went back and watched. I went to look to the song and all these different versions of it. All the ones that are on like YouTube Music, they just end without the "of the world" on there.
I think it is. I think because there's a halfway point in the song where he says, "of the world," and then it does like this melodic tune, and then he goes back into the second verse, I think. And then I think the actual ending ends with just, "We are the champions," and then it's just silence.
I thought the exact same thing.
I think it is.
Nope. I went and looked in a couple different versions now. There are some versions where he'll finish the song on the live version with the "of the world."
Okay.
And I believe Live Aid was an example of it, which is probably one of the most famous, renditions of a song, or not renditions, but concerts of all time.
Yeah.
People love those lives. Oh,
So it's I am actually conflicted about it. I don't know if something happened to where that was the original recording, but the radio version that we were all hearing maybe had that on the end of it. Somebody had edited it or edited it or something, fixed it on the end of it, changed it. I don't know. So check that out after the show for yourself.
go
Don't
pull
do
your
it now.
vinyl records.
Don't do it now. That's right. Get your
an old
vinyls up.
Queen out.
You guys look like record people. You got a record
Oh,
player.
yeah, we
don't
got
you?
the record
Yeah,
player.
you're a record
Yeah.
player.
We actually have
100
two, and we had to put the better one out. So.
What's it? Wait, say that again.
Oh, we have two record players, and the better one's out.
Now,
you know?
do you are of the? You believe it sounds better than
It introduces harmonics. Okay.
more?
Yeah,
What's
more
Born.
harmonic. You get something out of the vinyl.
You're able to hear harmonies better.
It's analog, so it introduces some more.
I don't know what that means. You're a sound guy.
You get
so
some more
technical.
frequencies included in it.
That's legitimately a thing. What if you're using a FLAC? As
That's
far as-
audio. That's the digital audio file.
Yeah,
So that's
not even close.
Well, that's all sampling. It's all guessing. It's kind of like digitally guessing, taking a photo of the audio.
Yeah.
Where analog is the actual audio printed on, and it gets replicated
Perfectly, exactly.
better. Yes.
Huh.
Right, because your files compress, right? So you lose sound, even though you don't hear it when you're listening to it. You're losing sounds, right? Because you're listening
He's
to a
asking
compressed
you.
file.
He's looking at you, Dan.
versus like listening to it on a vinyl and analog. You're not losing that sound because it's not being compressed into like an MP3 or something. Like
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, let's. I don't know enough about audio. I probably should. I should probably know about it because that's what I do. But I just, I
He
just
knows about it.
Do this part. So thank God we got Dan here.
Right. I just drink coffee and go, yeah, it sounds great, babe.
So it takes up so much space in your house. All those records to have all the music you want.
We got this big, huge bookshelf. So we just got a couple little cubes of it dedicated to
Yeah.
vinyls.
It's almost like
We actually themed a whole wall of the room into vinyl den. It's like
Man, this-
70s over there. It's sick.
I would have guessed this in a second if somebody said, "What do Allie and Dan's den look like?" I would have probably described it literally word for word what you guys just said. So,
lots of scotch.
yes,
Let's
Well,
go maybe 50, 60 vinyls.
oh yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I wouldn't have guessed dual record players. I would have said one at least.
It's
but
just
dual,
one.
That makes sense.
The other
Some
one's in
sort of-
storage.
Would you have guessed curio cabinet full of rocks?
No.
That's what's next to it.
Maybe I would have said maybe crystals.
Oh, rocks.
Along those lines.
Oh, we
something.
like to go on hikes, take home fun rocks. Sometimes
Okay,
I buy rocks.
Definitely a vintage chair in there somewhere.
Oh, the sickest.
Of course, got it.
It's a nice mint green.
Perfect.
I love that.
That's his name. I'm actually could see I can close my eyes. I'm visualizing this room right now.
It's got the tallest speakers that are bigger than the chair and the lamp.
Nice, the good, with the 20s in there just for your
Yeah,
tiny
some
little
5
room.
foot. Yeah.
Really, you have 5 foot tall speakers in your house?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they're old. They're like my parents. They're I forget what they're Onkyo's. They're like old ones. And my receivers like from 1970. It's like it's just still kicking it.
Your
It's
mom
still-
said
and
it
my
was her
parents gave it to
first
me.
receiver in her first apartment when she moved out.
Ride it out as long as you can. Shit, I mean, if it's free
Yeah.
and you like it and it works, go for it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Inagata Davida? Do you
I
have
don't think I have that one
You got to
yet.
get that. Now you got to have that.
That's a
Put
good
that
one.
We
on.
have
If you're doing,
Dorita.
I used to listen to that on the record player at my neighbor's house across the
It's
street.
a fucking banger, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Banger.
weird to hang out there. And this was before I was a super straight edge at that point, and I didn't realize that when they were all like, "Hey, we'll be right back," they were all outside getting high. I had no idea what they were doing. I'm such a stupid, naive dolt. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Hi, this is Marina.
Hey, Marina, what's up?
Well, you guys were talking about Allie and Dan's house, and I have to make Allie talk about the table that they have in their den as well, because it's my favorite thing in their house.
Okay, so Marina sounds like she knows you two.
The
And
green
she's-
table?
She's a
Maybe.
friend.
Wait,
Yes,
our
your
coffee
guys'
table?
like game table that opens up is my favorite thing in your house with the chairs in it.
Oh, Dan's mom's old. It was another piece of her apartment. It's this old. It just looks like an end table like you put in your foyer that's just long, but it literally folds open on both sides and becomes like a 8-seater dining table.
Old school.
Yeah,
Swing
and
table,
like
nice.
it stores chairs in it, and we use it for game nights. Like we just bring out basically a kitchen table in our living room.
Did you go through your repair vintage furniture phase
No.
Not yet.
Okay, it's coming though, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you guys just are recent homeowners, I believe, is what
2 years deep
2
this
years.
month,
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
actually.
we
So,
got all of my parents' old crap. Yeah.
we got
Perfect.
everyone's old crap.
so when all that'll start breaking, you'll be like, okay, let's try to go to garage sales, redo everybody else's other broken stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
okay, cool. All right, Marina. Was this the same Marina that came to the meetup?
I was at the meetup. Yeah.
Oh,
great
good
memory.
stuff. Well, good stuff. Well, right on. Well, thank you for coming. I
You guys
appreciate
are
it.
doing awesome. Shout
Thanks,
out to Dan.
Marina.
Proud of you for being on the air today. Love
Yes,
you guys. Bye.
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 Yes,
Thank you.
Dan's not really a big on-air guy. He was a little nervous, so it was nice, being the vet that I am. I said, you know what? I know Dan's going to have to be on mic tomorrow. So yesterday, I said, let's get his toes wet. Not only did we get his toes wet, we threw this fucker right in the water, boy. We threw him right in head first, like my parents teaching me to swim in the lake, just throwing me back and forth in the water. We threw him in. He was going back and forth with Allie about all of the husband questions. Allie has decided that she's going to answer all the questions for Dan from now on.
I
So
think Larry did scold me. He's like, "Shut up."
yeah, good for him because I did not catch that at all. I was very behind on that. So let's do this. I would like to come back and I want to talk about one of my all-time favorite movies has a spin-off that's coming, and it's already got one spin-off, but now there's a second spin-off coming. And Campy, I think if I had to guess, I think you're going to actually be pretty excited about this too.
Spin-off from
You're
a
either
spin-off?
You're going to either love this or you're going to hate this terribly. Just kind of knowing you, I think you'll have a pretty good opinion about this. So we will be right back on another dumb show. Literally, I don't know. Dan, what's your timer? Dan can't fix the timer, so he's stuck with whatever timer's set for.
I can change it to whatever you want. I might have to do it before we go to break.
Yeah, I would always do it before the break. Larry likes to wait till we go to break, and it'll say how long we have, and then he changes it in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
So it'll get like an overlay with a time on it, and then it will just
It'll just change. It'll start. It'll
he'll
count
add
down,
time in
and
the
then next
middle
thing you know, it starts all over again.
Larry has
you
the
want
moves.
5
Today
minutes?
has Dan has 2 moves, maybe 3 moves.
Yeah,
so.
we're getting there. So we're going to take the double D quickly, about 5 minutes. Sounds good to me, guys. And we will be listen to that Queen thing, I guess, or whatever. See if we're right about that, or see if you find one where we're wrong. And then make sure you come right back, though. I think you can multitask now on YouTube, so don't leave altogether.
I hope I didn't put like 55 minutes or something.
I hope not, Dan. Shit. You've been
5
listening to the
seconds.
whole Inagata DeVito a few times at that point. We'll be right back on another dumb show. You got to hit the out. You got to hit that. There it is. All right. It's getting out of hand. And we need to get back on. Oh, so instead of yelling at you guys, he wants me to get up and start punching things.
I like this.
Something
love
to
that
take
part.
control of the show. So so if you guys see, I did bang on the desk the other day, but I was yelling at myself because I kept saying a stupid phrase that drives me nuts when I say it. But no, he says he ranted a lot. You sure did. The reason he loved RMG is because of you, dumb. You had a personality like me and overcame so much in those 20 years. I just want to see you succeed and get what you deserve from this show and become the person I feel you want to be. Love you and love the show. Good luck. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. So I do find it interesting that the thing that I took out of this was the punching bag thing. What a great idea. What a great idea.
Wait, how is that a great idea? That's not at all a great idea.
Well, I mean, I guess it's something to consider. I will say that. However,
You're gonna show me how.
however, back to the bad karma. I mentioned that I had an event on Saturday. So, we're going to take a quickie, get the dumbs dump in. Okay? Thanks to Joe T for that. We'll just use that for the first one here. Take a quickie, real quickie. I'm talking like a 3-minuter, okay? Let these guys get some brews because I feel like Lou needs some brews because I can tell he's got shit going on. And we're going to talk about that. Lou's shit. Larry, I know's got shit going on too. He hinted towards. So, take a quickie. We'll come back. We'll get into my karma, why the punching bag would have to be on hold and wouldn't be able to be done right now anyway. Huh. The karma continues. I'm the living embodiment of Murphy's Law. So I thought maybe, a lot of times I used to blame it's because of where I work on the old show. It's just all this shit and all the bullshit I got to put with. Blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. It's just me. It just follows me fucking everywhere.
It's attached to you.
It's really annoying. So we'll come back and I'll tell you why we can't do the punching bag in the studio for when we have a dumb rage out. We'll be. Rung on the football team ladder. They really truly are. Them and the kicker, depending on which one is the bigger turd between the two. They're the lower rung, and I'm not trying to knock them because
the kicker's way better than the punter.
They're major part. I agree,
Yeah.
but if
kicker makes points.
But sometimes the punter's kind of cool, and the kicker's not. And the kicker came over maybe like from the soccer team or something, and the punter's actually one of the football players or something.
You don't buy a jersey off a punter or a kicker. Sorry, dude.
Kind of my point. Yeah, the quarterback is the upper. He's the top level of the team. So the fact that you got to buy it from the punter, somebody on the Panthers should have been like, "Yo, Hecker, just give him the number." And we'll pay you behind the scenes for it at least. We need our quarterback to look like a boss.
Right.
Not like the kind of guy that buys a fucking
Did they say
number.
how much? It didn't matter.
God,
It could have been $1, actually.
No,
you know what?
I
It could have
need
been
to
30
know.
chicken nuggets. I don't give a fuck. Like, don't give him shit for his number.
No, I need to know how much. I need to know the big fat number because it wasn't cheap. He didn't. He sat there, gave him a number, and he was like, eh.
But
and then Baker probably gave him another number, and he was like, eh.
He
And then
said in his
I
interview
would've-
earlier, too, like he let his team do the negotiations for the contract. I wonder if he let his team negotiate this number
how
contract,
could you not?
too.
Like,
And
what an absolute
oh my
tool.
God, I missed this part too. Oh my, what a fucking tool Baker
Oh, yes,
Mayfield
let's
is.
hear it.
The kicker bought it off of somebody else. The kicker bought number 6 off of their backup quarterback, PJ Walker,
Oh, this team is hilarious.
and gave it to and then sold it to Baker. So it was a double.
What's a double?
What a fucking nerd!
Hey, dummy, here's what you missed on another dumb show.
I'm a little confused, actually. I need your advice.
With me? Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought
no,
you were
not with
confused by
you at
me.
all. No,
Okay.
I'm not confused by you at all. I'm a little confused. There is Diana said put a poll up. Diana, there is a poll up already on the community tab. If you want to go put your vote in for which shirt you'd rather have, the Captain Content logo or the Another Dumb Show logo, go do that. It's on the community tab on our Another Dumb Show page, youtube.com/Another Dumb Show. I have an email. It came in it's from Phil I.M. And I'm a little conflicted about it, to be honest with you. Well,
okay.
I think I think you're going to be conflicted, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is Phil?
Phil I.M., you might remember him the other day. He says, you'll remember when I read his email. He says, "Hey, Dumb, thanks for reading my email on Monday. I sent the invite to the Bills mock." Yeah. Tiger Bleezy Jeezy, you know how we roll. What do you think of the band name Tiger Blood Jewel?
Is that who this is?
Yeah.
It's. I was gonna guess the Black Keys.
Nice. I'm glad you said that.
It gives me
That's why I
Black
picked
Keys
it.
vibes. Also, probably a huge band favorite.
Of those
Dan
two,
and Alec,
yes.
yeah, for sure.
Of course, yes. Of course. I mean,
I
they're
don't
a
know
good
if we
band.
have them on vinyl, actually.
It's called Tiger Blood Jewel.
That's the name of this band.
band
Okay.
name.
No. But yeah, they do. That's why I did pick them, because they have this kind of Black Keys vibe to it.
I'm kind of a Jack White, like White Stripes guy.
I
and
love
the
that.
Black Keys are like kind of coming into the territory. You know what I'm saying?
Going
It's a
into Jack
little-
White's
yeah,
territory, you
yeah,
think?
Yeah.
Treading too much, you think?
No, because they're
Nobody
just
could
a
play like-
two-piece, like kind of lo-fi-ish kind of
Sure.
indie thing. Yeah.
Nobody could play like Jack White, though, right?
No,
I mean,
no,
come on.
never.
That's pretty awesome. And speaking of things we love, what was your favorite movie when you guys were kids? You guys are much younger than me.
Oh,
so
man.
what are you guys? You're 90s kids?
I don't think anyone would ever
Thousands
guess.
kids? How old? What are you guys? 2000s kids? 90s kids?
I'm
What do
a
you count?
94
90s.
baby.
Okay.
93.
Okay.
89.
89. All right.
89.
So, okay. Well, you're all okay. Much younger than me, but okay. But you're familiar with what your favorite 80s movie?
My favorite 80s
Favorite-
movies?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like of the Breakfast Club genre. Just any 80s movie.
Oh fuck. Dude, that's tough.
Well, Ferris
I know.
Bueller's was mine.
Ah, you stole. I knew you were gonna
Sorry.
steal mine.
I'd say Back to the Future 2 is probably one.
Two?
I can't say I have like a definitive favorite because I love so many of them.
Yeah.
But Back to the Future 2 is definitely up there.
Now
for
it's
sure.
it's interesting that you pick a sequel because mine's also much more. It's a fourthful, whatever that is.
Okay.
It's a Rocky 4.
Rocky 4. Oh, that's a great one too.
Rocky
That's
4.
great.
Yeah, it's the quintessential '80s movie as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, now that you mentioned that, I mean, Star Wars Episode 3, and I think even Episode 2, or sorry, 5.
I was
going
gonna
to
say, wait,
my
hang
God,
on.
how could I make that
But
mistake?
as far as '80s go,
ended up in the
because you
80s.
guys didn't live in the '80s, I don't think you realize the war between Russia and the U.S. at that point. It was the Cold War was at the. I don't know if it was at the height. I'd say the '60s is probably the height of it. But we were ramping right back up again when I was a kid. Like they were telling us, there might be another nuclear war. Get under your desks. This is what you'll have to do. All that stuff. And then Rocky 4 came, and it was Rocky in the United States. You got Ivan Drago. Spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Classic.
Hey, R.I.P. Apollo, dude.
Yeah, right.
R.I.P. Apollo.
I took the words right out of my mouth. Right, Apollo Creed. I loved him, love to hate him, but then you end up loving him because of what happens.
Yeah.
Fuck Russia then at that point, right?
When I was in
F
high
'em.
school, we used to this was before streaming. This is when we put the actual CDs in the CD player in the car, and we used to ride around we would like skip like fourth period, me and my buddy, and we would literally blare the Rocky 4 soundtrack.
Nice.
The entire thing, dude.
Me
I
too.
could probably sing every song on that soundtrack word for word.
Me too. And that's another reason why I say it's another great '80s movie because it's got training montages. That's when they went hard. That's when they really took off in the '80s. So it's got the ultimate training montage, the greatest training montage song ever, one of the greatest battle songs ever with the actual fight music and everything. Then the cheesy when after Apollo dies and he's got to drive around, Hearts on Fire.
Yeah, dude.
All that stuff.
Well, I think
mean,
Hearts on Fire is the training montage song.
Was that the name of it?
No Easy Way
Hearts
Out is the song that he's listening.
No Easy
when
Way
he's
Out.
thinking
You're
about,
right. Yeah.
There's no easy way
Exactly
out.
right.
That's,
He's in the car, throws his helmet at the statue.
yeah,
He's over it. He's had enough.
having flashbacks when he like dabs Apollo up
The
hard
best.
as fuck. I think
I
it's
love
like
it.
at the end of Rocky 3 when they like dap each other up and it's like the muscles and they like
That's in Rocky. Yeah, it is.
I think
Yep,
it's,
Rocky 3. That's at the end of when their training montage when Rocky finally beats
Mr. T.
Apollo. No, finally beats him on the beach in the race. That's when they do the
Oh.
big hug, the really hetero hug on the beach in the short shorts and the waves crashing on each other, all glistening in the sun.
Those
Yeah,
80s short shorts.
Oh,
They
my
were
mom
doing
loved them.
something for everyone.
my mom loved them. Well, I'm a big Sly fan because of that. Because of my mom, I love Sylvester Stallone. He's got a new movie coming. I just saw too. Samaritan. Looks
man.
pretty fucking cool. I'm pumped. I love him. But the spin-off I mentioned before the break is that Rocky, they did the spin-off now with Creed, right? Apollo's son. Creed's now boxing. He fought Drago's son, the villain from Rocky 4, my favorite movie.
in the first Creed because there's two Creed movies.
Two
right?
Creed movies. I believe the second one, I do believe. Was the second one coming out here? No, yeah. He fought Victor Drago in Creed 2, in the 2018 Creed 2. So Creed 3 is supposed to be coming out towards the end of this year. And I believe Rocky has nothing to do with this at all. I believe. Because I saw Sylvester Stallone complaining that he's not getting any money from the Rocky franchise anymore. And he's mad because he wants his kids to get something out of it. So, but now, in addition to the Creed spinoff, they've now added a Drago spinoff.
See, that I can maybe do, but is this like
Oh, so you're with it? I'm with it.
maybe like I've never watched Creed. I don't plan on it. I'm not into that. Like
really?
because you can't replicate the originality and just the wonderfulness that is the couple first four Rocky movies.
Yeah, it did
Rocky
go a little
5's
down after
okay,
4.
you know,
Yeah,
he fights Tommy Gunn
yeah.
in the street in Rocky 5. I'm like, yeah, that's cool or whatever. But like the first 4 films have a certain magic about it. And it's like Hollywood tries to replicate
Sure.
that old magic and it just never hits the same. You know
I'm
what
with
I mean?
you. I'm with you.
Doesn't
That's
hit the
kind of how
same.
I felt about the Top Gun movie. Be honest with you. I felt that's impossible magic to recreate. It was okay, the new one. But
I
it's just
thought it was awesome.
It is great because you're young and you don't probably remember the first one.
I watched it right before I went and saw the
Yeah,
new
but you got to
one,
see that
and
movie when you're like 7 for it to really.
It's cheese. It's
Yes.
just pure cheese.
Yes, you have to be 7 years old for that movie to be cool. Because I learned how to kiss because of that movie. I mean, it's like I kiss like Maverick, baby. That's why B1 doesn't want to kiss me because I kiss like Maverick.
I
Like
watched
Tom Cruise.
Whole mouth.
I
got a fat tongue. What do you want?
Top Gun for the first time like 3 weeks ago. First time I ever saw it. Ever.
Oh wow!
And I loved
I'm in
it.
the same boat. I
Wow.
watched it this summer for the first time.
I won't see Top Gun 2 because I'm not interested. I hear great things, but also these people that are giving these opinions, I'm like, I don't really know if I trust your opinion. I still think Top Gun is great, even just watching it for the first time
Okay.
at age 32 3 weeks ago.
All
I
right.
still think it's great.
Good for you. All right.
But I also have a love for those 80s movies. That
It's a
like,
period piece almost.
That
it's
is.
like it just lives for the time it was
It's-
made, and it's kind of great. I thought it was good too. It's a little cheesy, but I thought it was great, and I actually thought the new one was fantastic.
Well, I hope they bring this Drago thing, but they bring back the the Russia versus U.S., the East versus West drama. You know what I mean? Make that fun again. Like that's, I mean, because we're all kind of already living it, and it's like
Close to home,
art
kind of.
imitates reality kind of stuff. That's kind of why I loved it in the 80s. It was kind of like they took things that were actually happening on a global scale and put them in this cheesy ass setting, it just made it work. And that would be really cool, I think, if they did like a backstory. Because if you remember in Rocky IV, Drago was almost an experiment. They were juicing him up.
Yeah.
He was doing all kinds of weird exercises and stuff, almost as if he was maybe he's a cyborg after all. So who knows? That's why I would love if they did something crazy where they turned Drago, who's actually a cyborg, but he did bleed. Remember, he is cut. So
like above his eye or something, I think.
Yeah,
He like
yeah,
gets
the
cut
Russians
above his eye.
It's kind
The
of
Russian
a
is
huge
cut.
risk to do a movie and like point out and name the enemy, like a whole country, because these days you want to be able to sell your movie overseas, and they will like block a lot
Especially
of
in China.
content or completely have to recut a movie just to send it to a specific country. That's a lot of work.
they literally started that movie, Rocky IV, with 2 boxing gloves, one with the United States flag on it, the other with the Soviet Union flag, just doing this, slowly coming at each other, and then just this big, like, look at the nuclear bomb joke for the cool, so Sly can make some dough. But I loved it. I remember just sitting there. I got that cassette for Christmas that year. Opened it up. For whatever reason, my mom had one of her weird friends over on Christmas morning. I'm visiting my mom for a visitation. She's got one of her weird friends over. I put the music on. I'm pretend I'm fake drumming to the music, and she goes, "You a drummer? Are you a drummer?" Go, no, I'm 7, pretending to play drums to a new song I love, and it just made me so uncomfortable. I remember it's like, get your weird friend out of the house, Mom. It's Christmas morning. Hi, you're on another dumb show, Mikey. What's up, dude?
Hell,
844 hit dumb 844-448-3862. I pay for these damn phones. I will answer them if you call. What do you think of Drago, Mikey?
dude, I loved it, man. And I think, not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure Drago's gonna be fighting Clubber's son.
No.
I swear to God, man.
Are you serious?
Talking about it last time. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff on the internet about it right now too. Because they're shooting the movie, and there's a mysterious actor that kind of looks like Clubber's kid.
Oh man, now that would be, but now that's kind of shoehorning a little bit of 2 storylines together that don't really blend necessarily, just for the sake of nostalgia.
That would explain why Stallone to be a little bit upset. But I remember he said after the last one he was done with that franchise. They were moving in a different direction. I think it was Michael B. Jordan's production company that was taking it over or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Some guy named Robert Lawton is the one that's writing the screenplay. He wrote what is the other thing he wrote? He wrote something else to people of notice. But I think if they do the East versus West thing, it'll be really cool. If they don't, I don't think it's.
They would never be. They would never be able to do that now. Like what Allie just said, like the new Top Gun movie. When that was originally filmed, that was a bunch of Russia stuff in that, and they had to take that all out. And now it's just
North Korea. Was it North Korea in the new one?
No,
What was?
they didn't mention
unnamed.
any country or anywhere, any location, any.
Don't think they mentioned anything. It was like a train. It was
They just kept referring to the plane model.
What
and
the
never
bad guys
the
look like?
enemies.
Were they? What I don't remember what the bad guys even looked like.
It's,
that white
it's
dudes.
supposed to be Russia because like Su-37.
They all had flight helmets on.
yeah, but that was supposed to be over Russia. I don't want to act like
I understand what you're saying, dude. I understand what you're saying. You're allowed to mention airplanes. Just because other people mention airplanes doesn't mean you can't. I get it.
I'm pretty sure the only reference in the first movie was that the enemy was flying like MiGs or something, and that was the only.
That was definitely Russia.
Yeah, I think in the first one I think it was pretty. They used the word the Russians in the first.
It's been re-edited. We just watched it.
Soviet MiGs and everything like that. They did it in the other flying movies too back in the 80s. Iron Eagle. I loved all those movies.
Yes, I agree. So, all right. Well, do you agree? So this would be good if they brought that back. But I'll be cool. I would be really. Thank you, Mike. I would be really cool if they did a like if he's mentioned Clubber Lang. Now, Clubber Lang was a great character. Mr. T. That's another great character. You do a whole origin story of him on the mean streets or wherever he's from. That to me would be good. That would be really, really good. Unless you're going to make Drago a cyborg, I think I'm going to go stick with. I'd rather have Clubber Lang backstory. That would be much more interesting to me.
I think my problem with the idea is Hollywood is so about now, like, oh, we're the kids of the people who used to do it, and it's like now it's becoming such a trend in Hollywood where they keep dropping all these. They keep dropping these new shows, these new movies. Like, we're the kids of the parents who did this, and it's like, to me, it's just like it's pushing it. It's like, come on,
is that the excuse?
Definitely low hanging fruit for sure. It really is. I mean,
you know what I mean? What are the odds that your dad, or your mom did this, and now, 20 years later, it's back, and now we're the kids, and we're doing it too. Like, it just
that's how they sell it to you, but that's not the reason. The reason is we don't have to pay writers. We can easily just regurgitate this crap a couple of times, chew it out, and spit it up.
The only movie that I ever saw that I was okay with it happening was Scream 5. When they did it in Scream 5, they brought the kids of that, like the Ghostface Killers.
Is that the new one? Is that the last one? That was interesting.
And I was okay. I was okay with that, but
I was bummed with. There was one pretty bum part. There's a sad part in that movie, actually. I think if you saw it, everybody knows.
The kid from fucking Smart House was in that movie, dude.
But no, Smart House.
Or no, never mind. Clay. I'm talking about Clay from 13 Reasons Why. He was in it. He was blonde hair kid.
Yes, that's right. B1 loved that 13 Reasons Why. I also did see. There's that new Marilyn Monroe biography movie that's coming out. Now I saw a lady, and I'm interested to get your opinion on this, Allie. They apparently this movie, and I saw a film reviewer, and I tried to see if she wanted to come in on the show or whatever, but I think she actually is live around the same time we are, so probably can't come on. But I thought she would be good to talk to because she is refusing to have anything to do with the new movie Blonde because it's been rated NC-17. And one of the reasons I guess it's NC-17 is because there's a scene depicting rape in the movie. And they actually have
graphically?
I don't know if it's, as graphic, I guess, is an it's NC-17.
Yeah, so that tells you it's a graphic, showy sex scene because you can kind of give some side shots, some innuendous shots and end up R-rated. NC-17's.
Well, she describes it. I'm listening. Sorry to look away, but I am listening. She said anyone who defends #blonde as art simply doesn't want to feel guilty about watching violent rape porn. That's totally fictional. It's been admitted that the event is made up. You're not even calling attention to something else. So she's saying that it's in that movie, I guess, it's fan fiction. That was another kind of two-sided question I had. So you were saying, what would you rather have? Where a fan takes an original, like somebody like Marilyn Monroe, and they write this story about what they think her life would be, because that's what this Blonde movie is. It's not an actual autobiography. It's a biography that somebody has taken some liberties with, and essentially has now been dubbed as fan fiction about Marilyn Monroe.
Some would call it historical fiction,
Essentially, yes, but somebody has taken this movie and used it. It was based on a book that somebody wrote, and they're saying essentially just it's now fan fiction, but it's being sold as kind of just what you said, a historical fiction type of thing, but in the context of being a biography. Now, would you rather have rehashed stuff like Rocky, or is this the same idea where they're kind of giving the fans a chance? Because I as a Superman fan or a Rocky fan or whatever, I would love to sit down and just try to write fan fiction stuff for it. Like I would love to write Superman stories.
But that's
I would
for
love
Superman.
to like Rocky stories.
Not for a human being who existed once that you're making a confusing movie about. And why?
Why include the rape scene?
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled by that. I honestly don't understand for what viewer that is for.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you could get away because I actually think sex scenes in movies are just in TV shows are so stupid. I have no interest in them at all. Start making out, start doing the unbuttoning, and then just cut to the
Leave
next
it.
scene.
Yeah, I
we
agree.
know what they're about to do. You know, if you want to show them pulling my pants up afterwards or something, maybe to really drive home that they got done fucking. Great, but I don't need to see them rolling around, humping, dry humping. It's just to show off how passionate and that they love. It's so fucking stupid to me. I don't
Sometimes
care.
it can be a nice detail to add to the story. It can be nuanced. Sometimes there's dialogue. Sometimes there's a reason for a good sex scene, and if it's done well, it can be kind of a fun moment.
I say the only reason to add a sex scene is to show a character being a weirdo, like they do something weird in bed. You know what I mean? Like to drive home what a creep a guy is, or like the girl won't have sex, but to drive home part of the storyline that maybe like the wife is a dead fish and that's why the husband's cheating, or, it's part of a storyline or something. It actually makes sense, not just, yes, we met, or so we met at the bar, we go home and the fuck. Like, we get it. No shit. That's what happens. We don't need to actually see the 30 seconds of just making out. It's really dumb to me. So,
but it can be nice, like if you're going out for date night and you're watching a movie, even just at home watching a movie, and there's a little sensual moment.
Netflix and chill drives some actual chill.
You didn't have to turn on something nasty to kind of maybe, get it boiling.
So this is the point I was going to make, is I think they do it for the female audience. And I think Allie's proving my point correctly, because she's over here kind of defending the idea of why they show the little smooches and the rolling around under the covers and all that shit, is because it gets your female audience interested. Like what you and I are hot and bothered by are the same things that
aren't the same things as them. No, I want to.
Yeah.
I mean, if they showed the girl doing some real nasty stuff, like I see in porn, that would be great. If they threw a porn,
they don't have a rating for that at the movies, though. That's something else.
If they threw porn right in the middle for the sex scene, I'd be all for it. That'd be great. But if unless I'm actually seeing what's happening,
it's movie foreplay.
I don't need acting for sex. Let me get the real act. Because porn's not acting; they're really doing it.
We've become so desensitized by porn that it's like, if they're not straight up pounding, I can do without everything else.
Yeah,
I don't need it.
Literally, 100%. I'm with you there. All right, Allie, you disagree? You want some heavy petting and some canoodling?
It can be nice sometimes when you're out for a date night, but again, why would I want to see a rape scene when I'm out at date night? That's a bummer.
Very good point. Very good point. That's kind of why I say you could certainly intimate make everybody believe something happened without actually showing it. You could just have the guy whatever they do, and then the girl say no, and then flash away and she's crying, I guess.
Sometimes showing
it's pretty
nothing is better.
Poignant. That's right. Very poignant. Should cut away just to black at that point, Dan. I'm cutting.
I can do that.
So you agree that there's no place for that?
Absolutely no. It's almost disrespectful to continue to make rape scenes in movies. Like, women have been just demoralized and objectified. We don't need to put another piece of like filth entertainment out to just like fuel nasty people.
Well, have you seen? I mean, I don't know. What is that movie? I can't remember the name of the movie. The Jodie Foster movie.
If it's got a rape scene in it, I probably haven't seen it. It's on purpose.
It's troubling. I mean, it's really awful. It's like an 80s movie, and it's really, really, really awful. It's a bad scene. The whole movie's uncomfortable. It was bad. It's very bad. And you think that maybe at that point, because I don't really think can remember anything beyond that in a movie that I remember like recently.
No, you can't touch that.
No, it's not in any kind of movies. So it's.
I think there's some violent stuff in some horror movies. Sometimes that's where they really draw the line. I'm thinking like Rob Zombie movies have some violent rape scenes, like the Halloween he made.
True.
I couldn't finish that.
Oh my gosh.
I had to turn that off.
That movie's the
done.
shit.
See,
That's
to
the
me,
shit.
Jesus Christ, man.
The Halloween.
Campy, my God, Campy. No, but so what? You did walk in here and say tomorrow's first day of Halloween season, right?
Spooky season starts August 1st.
August 1st for you.
I did not even think about that. I really was just like, that's the first poignant rape scene I can remember just violently turning me off from a
But
movie.
Isn't it that just that weird hotel scene though? The and was it the Devil's Rejects, or I can't remember, when they're stuck in the hotel scene and the one guy's like just got the knife to the girl's leg, and like that alone is enough. You don't need to really go. That's almost pushing it, at that point. But that's Rob Zombie's thing. That you're supposed to do that. This is supposed to be about Marilyn Monroe. It's supposed to just be, her singing happy birthday to JFK and stuff, and eating pills and being sexy. My dad used to had a whole trove of Marilyn Monroe porn when I was a kid that I found. He was a big Marilyn Monroe fan, and it's so funny. My dad used to think he was so sophisticated with the porn that he had too, because he'd have like books,
magazines, and books.
No, like actually like a book, like an actual artistic book of
like a
naked, coffee table art, naked lady
That's
art.
Distinguished porn.
When he was single, he would have it on the table out. Like he would be like, "Yeah, look what I'm into. Look
Dan
what I
wants
read."
that for our 70s corner.
I was gonna say,
I do want that.
They need this in their house.
Perfect. All right, we'll take a quick break, and I want to ask. Now, this is something similar has happened to me before. I don't know. Superfan donation in there. Oh, good looking out. Oh, Mikey, good looking out. Kids and Bully, unreal how good they are. Kids and
I think those are movies I haven't heard of.
Kids and Bully.
Kids and Bully.
Oh, Kids is a movie from the 90s. Yeah.
He's telling us what movie he liked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think they got a little bogged down in what their favorite 80s movie was.
Mm-hmm.
God love you, League of Dummies in
Maybe
there.
he's
I
a few
love them.
minutes behind. It's okay.
No, I'm not sweating them. I'm just trying to keep up with them sometimes. Sometimes the chat's ahead of me. God love them.
I was peeping the chat over here, and I don't think they were going specifically 80s. I think they were all just talking about what their favorite movies were, just in general, I think.
Good. Well, I'm glad that they're at least listening and paying attention.
They're engaged and interactive. What more could you want from your audience?
That's exactly what we're looking for, baby. Call. That's what I would like. That's what more they can do. All right. Anyway, like I said, I pay for these phones. Make me use them. Let's take a couple minutes. And like I said, there's something I wanted to ask Allie if it's happened to her. I've had this happen to me before. And there's somebody in the news who claims they were drugged, and frankly, I think they're full of shit. So it's just some random person. But hold on real quick. Like I said, I got these phones. Redman, what's up? How are you? You on another dumb show? Redman, what's up, dude? How are you?
Oh, what's up, bud? Hey, I got my T-shirt all made up for you.
Oh, you did?
For the trip?
Yes, I did. I ain't gonna sneak that out on you. You know what I mean? I'll post it. There we go.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Where are you gonna wear it? So you're gonna wear it on the what's the plan for wearing it?
I'm gonna put it when I got this awesome place in Santorini with that blue water behind me.
Yeah.
Right.
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna put it there.
You're gonna take it down. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Well, Redman's gonna be going to Santorini, Greece, and Crete, and all these other places. So he's gonna be repping another dumb show internationally.
I'll be listening to you tomorrow when I get off work. I just got off work, so I'll be listening to you tomorrow. And then I'll send an email or whatever. I'll tag you in it on Instagram, something like that. So.
Perfect. I will keep an eye out for it, my friend. Thank you very much. You can send it right to anotherdumbshow@gmail.com if you want, man.
Anotherdumbshow@gmail. Okay. Gotcha, man. Gotcha.
All right, dude. I appreciate it. Good luck. Safe travels if I don't talk to you sooner.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You have a good day, man.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
Speaking of traveling, Larry's on his way right now. He should be, honestly, literally, like as we speak.
Holy
I believe. Do you have anything? Did you see over there by any chance? Do you see anything from my buddy who's landing
here?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Should I click it?
Yes. If he's there, bring him on.
Oh shit! Wait.
Oh no! Did he just jump off?
Wait. No. He's here. Hold on. Give me a second. That's him.
Yeah.
What?
Larry.
My dude. What?
I see him.
Can we hear him? Hold on.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
How about this now?
Do you have your audio on, Larry?
Yeah, it looks like it's coming really low.
Oh, we can't read his lips. So Larry's in the airport. He's talking to us. We can't hear him. Dan's trying to figure it out. You got to. She's saying, Dan, turn it up.
Yeah,
it's on a different thing than he said it would be.
You said it.
It's not where he said it would be.
He said it's not where I said it would be. Oh man. Oh.
I will figure this out, Larry. He's like, I'm
keep playing with it. I'll keep. So that's Larry right now.
Dan, you're doing bad. Call me.
He said, I'll call back. I'll call back is what he's saying. I can read. I know Larry.
Said, Dan, you're doing terrible.
I know.
Terrible job.
Pissed off.
He is in the airport in
he's
Coinga, Ecuador. Oh, he's not pissed
No,
off.
I'm
at
kidding.
all,
I'm
so.
kidding.
So yes, Larry is.
I can find what he was talking about here.
That's right. We'll cut back to me in the meantime. You able to do that? All right.
Yeah.
So yes, he's just landed in Coinga, Ecuador. Oh, did we freeze? There we go. So we'll check in with him when we come back from break. Hopefully we'll get to that Spike story. I want to check in with Larry, and I do actually while Campy's here. I totally forgot. He said something to me before the break, and so again, you know what? We might not get to that story I want to talk about. I want to talk to Campy about what he told me before the break since I got you here.
That's fine. Yeah, dude.
And
yeah,
I'd like to learn a little bit more about what Campy's got going on in his life. Sounds like some potentially major changes coming up for Campy. So we'll be right back on another Dumb Show. We'll find out what's going on with him. Stick around. Was kind enough to send. You have that GIF? Do you have that? Are you able to show that?
Oh, I don't.
Do you have the table
GIF
slam from the other day, or even just the? I don't know.
I think I do have the GIF. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'm looking for it. I had it earlier because I was using it for something.
That's okay. I just want to see it again because in case people didn't see the other day, they don't know what we're talking about. So no, why not?
Oh yeah. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I wonder if this plays.
I hope so. We played. There it goes. There it is. See, boom. There you go. So it's a little hard to see. Like, oh no, actually, you can see it. There's maybe the lower through is blocking a little bit, but I think
there's you see the table.
Yeah, it's a Bills tailgate, and there's a guy on the back of two guys in the bed standing on the tailgate of a pickup folded down. There's a folding table in front of them. There's a dad in dad's shoes and dad's shorts watching from behind. Disapprovingly, it's sorta, maybe kinda, and then
he's impressed.
No, yeah,
he's impressed.
Picks him up, and one guy picks up the other guy and slams him through the table. I mean, and they're full Zubaz pants, jerseys, face painted, blue and red Bills colored wig on, slamming a sad Bills Bears fan through a table. Now, because he sent this and extended this invitation to me to join the Bills Mafia, because I'm on the fence about the Browns. What shoelaces? I don't pronounce GIF wrong. You pronounce it wrong, buddy.
I say GIF too.
You're saying GIF.
I'm not mad at it.
GIF, you're wrong,
I
pal.
say GIF all the time, and he tells me it's GIF, but I say it's GIF.
I say GIF.
I still swear it's GIF.
Either way, let us not get off track here.
Oh. My bad, boss.
Phil wants to be a Buffalo Campespondent. Now, the rules for being a Campespondent are that you have to usually send in some sort of credentials to be a Campespondent. You got to show me what you're doing, what you got, what you got at the dispensary.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want to call it the evidence, but hey.
Yeah, show what you're doing. You know what it means. If you're, that's the kind of the whole point of it. So we'd like to show you on the map. We want to show what you're up to, like the hoodie in Louisville. He showed off his plants he's growing. He didn't want to show himself toking, so he showed off some plants that he's growing. So my question is, I say yes, he should just be in just because he gave me the invitation to the Mafia. And obviously, if he wants to be a Campespondent, it means he probably burns.
What, this is invite for invite?
But with that, almost, I'm kind of like, why not? I feel like I should, he was kind enough to extend that invitation to me. Why not just let him in? Everybody in that tailgate is getting lit. They're burning down while they're there, and afterwards.
But you're not allowing all the criteria. See, the criteria for you and Bills Mafia require that you receive an invite. You got that. Yeah. The criteria to be a Campespondent is you got to send that photo.
It's an open invite, though. There's criteria to be able to join the club. It's an open invite to anybody who wants to join the club and become a Campespondent.
Yeah, that's part of our rules, right?
There are criteria within that invitation for me to ultimately decide whether you should represent.
Did you meet that? This GIF don't count.
I tell you what,
this GIF ultimately disqualifies him. The idea that he
needs a photo on the map.
No, yes, he needs a photo on the map, but if he's trying to use this GIF as qualification for being a correspondent, that don't match up, and it definitely doesn't match up to my values, to my principles
Larry
of
took
you being
time to
allowed to
make
be
that
in Bill's
now
Mafia.
maybe we ought to go to one of the correspondents and see what they have to say. Mikey, what say you? You're on another dumb show. Mikey?
Yeah.
What's up? What do
Yeah.
you think? Should he...
Dude, no, he can't just jump the line because he gave you an invite to the Bills Mafia.
Exactly.
What if
Thank
it's
you.
the kind of guy that?
Yep.
What if it's the kind of guy that smokes weed with you, and the whole time he looks at you and goes, "Are you high yet? Are you high yet?"
We don't know nothing
God,
about
like,
the
he
weed
just
smoking
What
field
if,
here.
what if he gets every blunt wet that he smokes and he can't roll? And oh my God, dude! What if he uses a lighter rung? There's all kinds of things.
Okay, so you're worried he's a poor... He'll be a poor correspondent to represent... Why do you care? You're not
Yeah,
from
man.
Buffalo. What do you care? You worry about the correspondents looking bad.
Yes, absolutely. I set the bar for correspondence.
And that's
That is
also
true.
state
That's a high
representation
bar.
too.
That's a very, very, very high bar
Hey,
when it comes
careful
to
with
Mikey.
the puns, Larry. You'll get excited.
It's still state representation too. You know, like
It is in
they,
state.
They share in a state here. He
It is
should
true.
have a say.
Well,
and if Mikey say no,
I would love to hear from Phil. I would love if Phil
Hey, I'm not
844.
going to
Hey,
count the
I
guy
tell you
out
what,
because he's a Bills
Mikey
fan,
doesn't.
but at
If
least
you,
send in some evidence.
I would love to
Let's
hear
see
from.
what you're smoking. Let's see your glass.
Okay, 844 hit dumb 844-448. Oh man. Oh, Larry's losing his shit in Ecuador right now. 3862. Thank you for ruling on that,
Dan's
Mikey.
hitting all-
Okay, so what do you guys
we're
think?
back to break, Dan? What just
maybe we
happened?
can open the
Oh
debate.
man! All right, guys. Dan is
Here we
Dan's-
go. Here
Dan
we go.
is
Panicking.
If you can hear the music,
Hit all the buttons at the same time.
I'm playing the national. Welcome back to another dumb show.
That's how I play Smash. I just hit all the buttons at the same time.
No, Dan is running the video switcher today, and I think he's getting a little bogged down trying to get Larry on live from Ecuador from the airport, and he got a little flustered, started hitting a couple of wrong buttons. We were able to figure it out and
I
get
think
Larry
so.
squared away.
I'm really hoping we can hear Larry.
All right, let's give it a try. So, Larry, are you there live from Cuenca, Ecuador? Nope.
No.
A little more. Hold on. I thought I heard him. A little more,
All right,
Dan.
all right, wait. I
All
can
the
up
way,
the
Dan.
gain here. I can
Here
up
he
the gain
comes.
for real this time.
I can hear you. Hold on, Larry. It's very
Barely.
very
Sorry
quiet.
about this.
It's very quiet, Larry. Dan's trying to
It should
turn
be-
you up.
It should be louder now. Okay, there we go. Wait, hold on. I'm hearing
It's me.
you.
All right, I'll take. I got it. I took you over on the USB through here. Hi. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think it'll loop. We should be able to hear you. Okay. Hi, Larry. How are you?
hey, I'm good. I think it might loop.
Oh boy! Oh,
shit.
boy! Oh boy! It might just be. I think
It's-
it might be the weird connection from.
I think it's a bad connection.
Yeah, I think honestly we're getting a weird connection from you, bud. Because every time you start talking, what's that? What's up, Larry? What are you saying?
No.
Darla jump on the keyboard?
Darla did not jump on
Oh,
the keyboard.
Yeah,
Dan.
no, actually, she did. Yeah.
Yo,
yeah,
Dan-
you missed that, actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
Thank you,
Lance
Larry.
Dan's trying to cover for his mistake. So no, Larry, I don't know if officially if it sounds like crap going over in the chat. League of Dummies, let me know, guys, if for some reason if it sounds like it's if it's skipping or whatever. Lance is accusing me of always silencing the black man. No, I'm not trying to silence the black man. I'm just trying to make sure that he's not getting doubled up at this point. So, Larry, how's it going so far? How was the trip?
There's pink sauce down here, guys.
What?
Pink sauce.
You found it. Now, is it
They
just?
got pink sauce.
Did they try to charge you $20 and you said, screw you, my dude dumb hit me to it? I know that's Pepto-Bismol, you cheap fucks.
Respondent of Ecuador. and I
This
will
is,
show you
well,
that
it's
next
perfect
week.
question.
out of the airport first.
Edward is asking, is Larry the official Peruvian correspondent? But no, so Are you going to be a Peruvian restaurant correspondent or an Ecuadorian correspondent at this point? What are you doing?
Ecuador. I'll be an Ecuadorian correspondent.
All right, bro. No,
Leave
seriously.
this airport and I'll show you.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. No, thank you so much for calling, dude. I know it's hard with travel and everything, so to take a couple minutes and V-mix in, my dude, I really appreciate it, bro.
Yep, I'm gonna go finish eating. And by the way, Police Academy was the best movie of the '80s. Peace.
Ooh, okay. A hot take from Larry, straight from Ecuador. Not a bad one either. Not a bad Police Academy classic. I love it. So yeah, I do highly recommend if you know, I guess we're not supposed to promote the use of recreational drugs here on YouTube, but I did see a whole thing about how psilocybin is actually being used in therapy these days. So I mean, why not throw on The Wizard of Oz and Dark Side of the Moon at the same time while you're doing your therapy? And
Dude, I saw
go on a real trip.
I saw a ad on YouTube today that was borderline selling mushrooms. Like they were talking all about mushrooms and how they have a bad stigma and how they were like selling
Promoting psilocybin therapy, basically.
They didn't say anything about psilocybin or anything like that, but they were definitely
talking about
going
how
along
great
those
mushrooms
lines.
are.
Yeah, talking about mushrooms. And,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Campy, you leave? Oh, he just got up.
Oh
and
yeah,
getting
no,
his beer.
I'm out of here. I can't stand this conversation.
He's like, Police Academy suck. Fuck you, Larry. I'm out of here.
Police Academy's okay.
No, I loved it. I loved it.
You didn't
Bobcat
like the little
Goldthwait.
sounds?
Yeah.
And the sound effect guy, Michael Winslow. That's good stuff. Mahoney. I mean, the prankster. There's some boobs in there too. It's
Is
cool. I
there,
mean,
is there boobs in Police Academy?
there's some boobs. There's some boobs, or just I think a hint of boobs maybe in the first one, and then just the what's the big blonde cop, her big boobs
I
the
forget.
rest of the time.
Oh, you see the big blonde cop.
I don't think you ever see her boobs, but they're just, she's got the tight shirt on all the time and no bra and just nips out and everything. So what was her name on that? You got Tackleberry, Mahoney, Hightower, Winslow. I don't remember. I wonder what her name was. Somebody help me there. Anyway, we mentioned B1 going to college. She's got 2 different colleges she's considering going to right now. Campy mentioned to me, right now he DJs weddings. He's a bartender, single dad. But I heard today that he's decided to enroll in college.
I did officially today. Actually today.
Literally.
Whoa.
Wow. What now? Well, congratulations. Good for you.
Thank
I
you,
guess.
sir.
Hell yeah, dude.
First time going to college since graduation from high school in 2008. So,
Now, is it a real college? Because I told my parents I was going to college and it was OCB. It was like, no, I'm just kidding. OCB is
It's a
legit.
program.
Got me a job, damn it. So, what did you, as opposed to when I say not real, I mean, are you going to a 4-year university?
So I also went to OCB. Did you know that?
I don't think I did
have we
know
talked
that.
about
I
this?
don't think I did,
okay,
no,
yeah.
no.
No, I went to OCB in 2015. So, but I don't consider that to be a college, right? It's,
Right.
it's a technical school,
Sure.
or whatever. So,
Yeah. Trade school almost, I guess. Whatever.
yeah, kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to Lorain County Community College. It's
Okay.
right down the road from my house.
Nice.
Nice.
And I
dude.
am going for my EMSB course, so I'm gonna be an EMT.
Really?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yes,
That's
sir.
why you quit smoking
They have
weed.
a great program.
Because
there.
I knew it. That's why you cleaned up your act, because you were doing. I should have known you were up to something when
Yeah.
you were decided I'm a legit dude now. So I had a feeling, because
He
it's funny.
picked
I
well.
noticed. I mentioned this last time we talked that I was like, this dude seems way more mature than A, most of the people I talked to, and B, just since the last time I talked to him, just seemed very adult and professional and checking on times and just like an adult kind of thing. Not that
Yeah.
you guys aren't doing that. It's just Campy's doing it. So it's just cool.
I feel like the older that I've gotten, I'm more. I try to be more clear about communication, which
Yeah.
is why if I'm like, hey man, are we doing the show today? I'll text you at like 8 a.m. Hey,
No, it's a good thing.
Show still going on today.
Appreciate it.
You know,
Yeah, it's great.
You know, okay, I'm 5 minutes away. I love good communication, and that's where I'm at.
Well, it's
so.
very responsible. Well, to be good in your EMS thing, you got to learn how to use that CB and say, tell everybody where you're at and stuff.
For sure.
Now, was there some sort of moment in your life that made you, because a lot of people, well, I guess you're going to community college. You're not like dumping thousands and thousands and thousands into a 4-year degree kind of thing that maybe where you like get a sociology degree and you end up on a podcast. You know what I mean?
Hey, I went to LCCC too, actually.
Did you really? Oh,
yeah.
Well,
I
we're,
got my associates there.
we're deep in the Lorraine community for whatever reason on this show. it
Real
seems.
success story over here, but I hope it goes well for you.
So
you picked a good field. I would tell you if you didn't do maybe nursing or EMS or something in the STEMs, honestly, you're wasting your time. So
Well, isn't there a very specific thing that college that community college LCCC specializes in? Like they're a
They have a huge nursing program.
was it nursing? I thought there was something else because my daughter was trying to go there for something, and I thought there was something else that they specialized in. All right, maybe computers or something. I can't
they
remember.
have a very great like lounge, whole building dedicated. I don't remember what they call it, like a loft or something.
A lounge full of computers, like
Yeah.
here at One Life to Play,
And a Starbucks.
Nice.
Oh wait, but there's no Starbucks at One Life.
There isn't.
There's a
It's right around
Starbucks
the
at the
corner.
college.
It's right around the corner. But there is a coffee shop with espresso right down, literally two
They
doors
have
down.
snacks at the front.
So yeah, they do have snacks here too. But
Monster.
so you're going to be an EMT now. Why that career choice? Why that field?
So basically, it got to the point. Well, on my journey of adulting, as you say,
Sure.
I've been every job that I've ever worked in my whole entire life has been in basically service industry. So I'm so programmed to pertain to people's wants and needs. I even do it when I go home. Like it drives me fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying?
What can I get for you? That kind of
exactly.
Stuff, yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'll get that for you. It's like even when I'm not at work, I carry that demeanor with me everywhere I go.
Cool.
I'm just because I'm so used to helping people. And I just thought,
Humble brag.
I can't bartend forever because the wear and tear starts to kick in.
It's hard. That people don't realize people hear like bartenders or restaurant people say that and they go, "Wait, you're just working in a restaurant. How hard is it to pour a beer and hand it to someone?" Well, that part isn't, but every other thing in between is a real pain in the ass. Especially like if you're like I could like be one behind a bar, very tiny person. You behind a bar, Allie, very tiny person, plenty of room. Me and Campy. Like Campy's not like as big as I am, and I'm not saying like muscular. I'm just like fat and tall. There's no room for me behind the bar. So bending over, pulling all the shit out from underneath the bar, like it starts to wear on you because you bend about a gazillion times.
You're doing tons of arm bending, tons of knee. My knee, every time I've stood up off this couch at each break, my knee is flaring up because it's so much bending.
It's a shitty futon
I'm back
too,
there
yeah.
like fucking Gumby, and I'm just wiggling past people. And
Not to mention
I hear
the
ya.
customers make it impossible. Like anyone working in food service, just kudos to you because it's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's nothing like a really good bar, though. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like a good bar.
And I'm used to working in like a
Yeah.
dive bar setting, like
Yeah.
a late night dive bar setting where it's like your bar's dead until midnight and then all the
bang.
drunk fucks show up and it's like, boom, you're kicking ass for 3 hours. It's nonstop, dude.
And
It's
only the
non-fucking
rowdy
stop.
ones.
Do you say you work at dive bar? Types of dive bars. is what
Types
I'm
of,
saying.
not the actual
I understand.
place. Yeah, but just types of dive bars. Yeah.
Got you. Those are the best though, man. I think they usually don't like to tip in those dive bars though.
See, but the thing is, I was at one particular place for so long that I kind of built a good rapport with, the regulars and the customers that I knew everybody like the back of my hand, dude. I mean, it got to the point where I have seen you maybe once before and it's like, your beer is right here waiting for you. Don't even tell me what you need because it was such a Monday through Friday for, almost a decade process that it was like secondhand nature.
Now, have you ever? Now, I noticed during the ear thing, you weren't squeamish at all. You didn't get. It didn't seem to make you uncomfortable when we were looking at the inside of the hamburger meat inside my ear. You didn't seem to like going, "Oh, gross."
No, but and as I already mentioned earlier in the episode, that's because I've become pretty much desensitized by porn. I think so.
What kind of porn are you watching, dude? But no, so even to the point where you think you could see a mutilated body on the side of the road. Because, I mean, you get there, because you could arrive at an accident where there's two people in it. One person's mutilated, the other person's, alive, and you got to resuscitate them while their family member's dead on the side of the road next to them.
I watched a person die in front of my eyes before.
Ooh, Jesus Christ, serious?
There was a dude at my bar who died in my parking lot, and I was like one of, if not the last, like the second last person to see this dude's like last signs of life. And
Holy
it was a
crap.
dude that I knew fairly well too.
How does that work?
I don't want to go into explaining it. It's kind of detailed.
You can't
and
say
it's
that.
like,
Well, in general, do you have a heart attack? Was he get hit by a car? Or, I mean, is it
I think it was a
overdose?
I don't.
That's usually what I think anymore. Whenever I hear somebody dies, I go, "Oh, they OD'd." Unless you're 95, I go, "That person OD'd."
I don't want to slander the dude's name because he was
don't say their name then.
he was a good dude. And if,
So it wasn't a brutal mutilated death.
No, it was a self-made decision that put him in a position
And you
that
witnessed.
and I witnessed this dude die in the parking lot.
Oh
And,
my God, that's awful.
There was for like a few days or weeks after that, I was thinking to myself like, this is so sad, but it's like, I'm almost like, why am I not affected more by this? And I think it's because as I've grown up, I've come to realize like death comes for us all one way or another.
Sure.
And I've gotten very comfortable with that fact. You know, whether it's you pass away nicely and slowly, or whether you die in a fucking horrible car accident, whatever the fuck.
You're in a weird window right now, because I was in that window at one point. We're like, yeah, if you fucking die, I die, whatever. You're gonna start to turn how old are you?
32.
Yeah, you got about 5-6 years before you start going. Look, because your kid's gonna start getting. Right now, it's a pain in the ass. You got a 4-year-old single dad. You're like, if I fucking die, God, that'd be easy. Thank God. Like, I love my kid, but shit, if I get hit by a car right now, man, all these problems and stress will just go away. But then you're gonna kind of start getting better, and then you go, oh fuck, I want to be here. I don't want to die. I don't want that to happen at all. You're going to start getting there. When,
but you can like help people as a profession without thinking about death itself or having come to terms with it.
Yeah, I don't know how EMTs do that though, or people who are witnessing that on the reg, where because when I was in therapy the very first first time, Larry's like, I got another hot take about 80s movies. Get me on. Get Pretty in Pink was the worst. But no, I don't know how these EMTs do it. Like, because my very first therapist, it was pretty much the day she told me this was the day I realized I shouldn't be in therapy with her anymore, because she says, I'm talking to her, I'm blubbering about, I go on the radio and they call me fat. And she goes, yeah, well, a lot of the police officers that I deal with who witness dead bodies on the reg and the EMTs, I primarily deal with mostly service first responders, who have a lot of trauma from either having had to shoot someone or get shot. And I'm sitting literally crying, going, my mom didn't love me enough. And she's just kind of going,
woe is mead you.
Yeah, she just kind of almost made it seem like
reality check.
Yeah, like check. Understand that there are people who have actual problems out there.
That's not the job of a therapist. I'm glad you left her. She sounds like shit.
Well, no, I thought she did okay. Well, I had since had a better one.
But I think your therapist sounds right. I think your therapist was right, though. It's true. Bit. Like, there are people with bigger problems that are above you and what you deal with on a daily basis.
Real deal
you can't
problems.
Trauma shame. Sometimes it's just the worst thing that's happened to you.
But you
doesn't matter that worse things have happened on Earth. I mean, like, they dropped a bomb on Japan. I'm allowed to have a sad day sometimes, though. Like, Christ.
Yeah,
I think anti-coddling is also a good route too, though. You don't want to coddle, because then it's like, oh, you're right. Like, your problems are.
You're paying her. She should probably make you feel good about yourself. Or tell you good advice to walk out the door with.
She had pandered to me long enough, I think, and we weren't getting anywhere maybe. And she kind of was just like, I gotta get this fucking guy out the door. His insurance isn't covering anything anymore. I can't, he's behind on his bill. Get this guy out the door.
I was going to say, maybe she knew what to say to you to make you feel better. Like, maybe she had talked to you enough to that was the thing you needed to hear.
You're right. That's
deep, Dan.
Very insightful, Dan. Damn, I like that. It seems as though I have family in the chat. Looks like my Aunt Pat and my Aunt Kate from Camano Island, Washington, are telling me to take care of my hamburger ears. They are both with me in spirit, along with my mom as well. Have fun. We love it. Well, thank you, Aunt Pat and Aunt Kate. Aunt Kate's the one I visited in Arizona when I went to the Frank Lloyd Wright house and everything. So they're great. I love my aunts. I have great aunts.
They seem so sweet.
Los Balls is like, really? Dump's family? So, hey, I'll take whoever wants to be a member of the League of Dummies. My aunts want to be members of the League of Dummies. They're welcome to join. I'm happy to have them. God damn it. So moving forward, Campy, how long is the program? When are you going to be driving an ambulance?
So the EMT program runs from August until the end of December, and then after that, if all goes, swimmingly,
August to just 3 months.
Yeah,
it's a 90-day program to become an EMT.
To become an EMT, yeah. It'll run from
saving lives
end of August to end of December.
Is this a shortage or something, or is it just that like? I would think that to get the certification to drive the ambulance alone would be more than 90 days.
So I
think
what
about all the stuff where you're jabbing people with needles and Narcanning people and shit?
So the work of the EMT doesn't do as much as you think they would. That's the paramedic. The paramedic is much more extensive. It's like what an EMT does, but they're a lot more knowledgeable.
What's the difference?
Probably a 4-year degree versus
I was going to say.
Well,
the pay grade for one.
What is the main then job of an EMT? Basically, the transport and immediate first response, and then transport.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
And then
yeah,
if it
like I'll
needs-
be taking rides on an ambulance.
Will you
for sure.
have a paramedic with you as an EMT?
I
Is
will
that
have-
how that works?
I will be around trained people who know what they're
yeah,
fucking talking about.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
sweating you. I genuinely don't understand how this works.
So
Like, if
in
you're-
an ambulance, it's a whole squad rolling out together.
Right.
okay,
Oh.
so you're it's a fancy way to call you an ambulance driver, EMT.
Not yet. Let's
Is that what?
let's not
but
jump
is
the
that
gun yet.
is that
Was that the promotion you'll get?
But no, it's like a guy that's a pool man. You call him an aquatic engineer. Is that what, like, ambulance driver? They just call you EMT now?
So I'm not super caught up on the terminology of things
Okay,
yet. Let me
okay.
get in the building first and find out.
Emergency medical technician really just means the ambulance driver. That's what it sounds like to
Hey,
me. I'm
there's
not
a
trying to
few job
minimize
holidays.
anything,
No,
but it's
no,
that's
no.
you
There
seem
are-
to be
no, there are-
minimizing it.
There are things that you can do as
Okay.
an EMT other than driving an ambulance.
Like you
Yeah.
could do CPR, but anybody could do CPR. So basically, things a normal citizen can do to other citizens, but you can drive an ambulance.
And slightly
use a
up.
siren.
You can give drugs, but it's like a very minimal amount. I believe it's the paramedic who's actually doing the most of that, right?
Yeah. So okay, because B1 really, I guess, I mean, because she's able to draw blood and stuff like that. Is not, I guess, that's not technically in our VT or whatever. So I guess maybe you able to start IVs and stuff, probably.
Yes. Yeah. And part of the reason, that I wanted to do this was because it's like, okay, I've been servicing and getting people fucked up for 12 years in a bar with fucking alcohol, and it's like, why not service,
Fix 'em?
others' needs, but in a better way, in a healthy way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You could do an offshoot business too. I see those people that do the IV, the home IV delivery. Once you know how to become an IV
There
dude,
you
can
go,
start
dude.
getting all your drunk friends next morning. Call me up, guys. I'll come over and
Hey, plasma donations,
There you
dude.
go.
I'll pay you $50 for your plasma, dude. Yeah.
perfect. All
I'll
right.
open up a shop right in the plaza next to the PetSmart. Yeah.
Is this expensive? Did you have to get loans or grants and all kinds of stuff for this? Are you out of pocketing?
It's coming from a grant. Yeah.
Getting a grant? You got it
Yeah,
good for you?
I
No,
got a
that's
grant,
great.
yeah.
How now is that some like some kind of COVID thing related, or just
No.
regular old never done this before,
It's-
so I'm able to still get grants?
It's based off of income.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so did you get anything when you went to OCB? Does it work back around? Did you? Because I don't think I've even paid off my OCB loans at this
You
point.
haven't paid that off
No,
yet?
I don't think so. No,
No, I paid off my OCB in like 2 years.
Nice,
And I
good
think
for you.
OCB was 10 grand that it cost me out of pocket. I did get a grant for that, but I think it only covered like a quarter, maybe half of it. I had to pay the rest with cash, but
Yeah, my ex-wife is the one that handled all that shit for me. I don't know any of that Fannie Mae, Sally Jones, Freddie Mac
Private
stuff.
loans.
It's all that's very confusing. You guys are deep in school debt, aren't you?
I got some federal loans that are actually a little nicer to you about that, like the interest and all that jazz. Yeah,
But
That's
so
the
you
long way to say you're lucky.
did you go for 4 years to?
I did. I went to a 4-year. I went to Kent State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I thought that did you too, or you went to
Yeah,
LC?
I went to Kent. Well, do we want to get into it?
Okay,
I
shit.
could give the short. I went to Kent for 2 years. I failed out actually.
Nice.
Went to LCC, got my associates, got my grades up, reapplied, got back into Kent.
Nice.
But I went to the campus Dan was at, which was half price. So
Good for you. How did
Yeah.
you end up failing out? Just partying too much, or
I didn't know I had a neurological disorder. Well, I am ADHD,
Okay.
and I have some, compounding fun stuff on the sides with that, and doesn't bode well with going to school like on the college level when you've never known the whole time that you were like compensating, and every other kid was like better at stuff.
Yeah,
than
it's
you.
like a kid who makes it through. They're dyslexic all the way till they get to college, and they just somehow manage to fake their way through.
It
But
catches up with you
Yeah.
when you have to do really hard stuff. You can't juggle it anymore.
yeah, oh wow. So you ADHD. So did you have to take Adderall and Ritalin and all that
I
stuff?
could have gone and gotten a prescription for it. I kind of stopped with cognitive behavioral therapy. I kind of kept it to really just trying to mitigate my own personal shortcomings with my
Never
disorder.
heard another person try to beat ADHD without a drug. I
Yeah.
never ever every single person who says I have ADHD is like, as soon as I got my Ritalin or my Adderall, I was perfect.
I'm sure it would fix some things, but I'm a little terrified for the long term. Like I would hate to be on it, become dependent on its ability to fix my life,
Adderall
and then
is-
have to constantly up my dosage because it doesn't.
wear
You
off.
don't get to stay on the same prescription forever. It becomes very addictive. Like,
Adderall is very addictive. Take it from me.
they say even in 10 years, some people have to just completely go off it or switch, or like their brain experiences burnout.
I wasn't on it that long. I was just on it until I was using it enough to where my lower back had tightened up to the point where I thought the muscles were breaking the bones. It hurt so bad. It was so tight and uncomfortable. So I would not recommend chewing 120 milligrams of Adderall a day at all.
You catch some side effects with that.
It adds up real quick. Next
You're
thing
gonna
you know,
shake
you're
until
very
tomorrow.
or grind your teeth in the next weeks, or one or the other. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Hey, Dom, it's Trucker Stone. I'm actually home on the home landline for once.
Oh, good for you, bro. How are you, man? Welcome home. I'm glad. Is everybody happy to have you home?
Hey, just me, myself, and I. I live by myself.
Oh.
That's all.
You don't have a dog or a cat or anything even?
Nope.
Well, you can actually after a long hauler. You can't have if nobody to take care of them. Oh, I'm
Hey,
sorry to hear
I wanted
that.
to play Messenger today because I know you're not monitoring chat. You had family in the chat reaching out to you.
I said hi to him. You might have missed it. I did say hi to him.
Oh, you did? Okay, you did. Hey, I just want to call in. You said you paid for the damn phone, so you wanted us to call in. So
Hey, Trucker Stone, I appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Seriously, I do appreciate it very much. And since I have you on, my friend, I did get your email regarding your recommendation. We do have our correspondents, right? The go over the map that we mark all the different representatives for that represent basically our stoners around the country. They have they send in their proof that there could actually be a correspondent, and then we put them on the map. Now, Trucker Stone wants us to start a Truckerspondant map for all the truckers to let us know where they're at. Now, I feel like if we started doing that, we're going to have a lot of little dots all over the map. Larry's going to be really busy because truckers go different place every day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we can have our home base. I'm talking about where our home base is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, just a trucker section.
Oh, see, I thought you wanted me to do like a map where you have literally like red lines like for triangulating everywhere you guys go,
all the routes.
Yes, following their routes. Exactly,
Little
Dan.
track the trucker
But we can
situation.
call in and just like give us an update where we're at because I believe there's a lot of truckers that listen and watch you.
No, that's great. I appreciate it. Yeah, that helps spread the word across the country. I think that's a great idea, in particular, and rep you guys because I mean, you guys get stuck in those trucks for so long. I don't know how you do it without being on Adderall.
21 years.
Quite honest with you, I don't know how.
They just listen to shows.
Free Adderall.
So, hey, God bless her because she was the only reason that those people were dropping those free ones off for me. She solicited it. Next thing you know, they were showing up with them. So I'm not going to sweat her about that for nothing. So, well, hey, dude, seriously, when Larry gets back, I think he and I are going to have a conversation about that. So make sure you spread the word to all the truckers. Get some pictures of some lot lizards. That's really what I'd love to see from the Trucker Spond.
I can do that for sure.
I would.
mean, they're scarce nowadays, but they're still there.
Every time you come across a lounge or a lot lizard, those are the prostitutes that hang out at the truck stops. I would love to see what these ladies look like because I heard they
I
are.
can tell you some stories from back in the day. I mean, about 15 plus years ago, there was a truck stop in PA. These lot lizards be roaming around topless at night, roaming around the truck stops, asking truckers for condoms, and hitting them up for everything.
How much did you pay?
I didn't pay anything for this one.
They were free?
No, I know. No, I didn't even take advantage of that either. No.
I got him. All right,
home,
bro.
you guys.
No, it makes me a little sad to hear that you get home and there's nobody there, man. I heard you say that, and I feel like you guys are out on the road alone.
My parents live close by, my sister and whatever. But the reason I'm home is because my truck is in the shop in Southern Cali getting some repairs. So I'll fly home because it was taking longer than expected. So I'll save money at the house. So I'll go back and get it when it's done.
Good for you, my man. Well, I'm glad that you are happy. It sounds like you're happy to be home. Then I'm sad for no reason. Then.
Yeah, always need a break as hard as I've been running for sure.
Good stuff. Well, go home, lay down, crank a bunch out on a nice, comfy bed instead of doing it in a chair and getting it all over your steering wheel and everything. Make sure you use a Kleenex or a T-shirt or whatever. So, Trucker Stone, thank you very much. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, I heard he's got a sticky wheel. That's the rumor. Going around about Trucker Stone. No, I like Trucker Stone. He's been very supportive. One of the most supportive people we've had here on Another Dumb Show since we began.
And he had some fun ideas.
I like the Truckerspondant idea.
Truckerspondant's good. You should have the truckers call in and give us all like their glory hole locations. We'll do a glory hole map.
Now that's a great idea.
That's what I want.
I would love to know where these guys are going to get in their, they're going putting their I don't know what we can say on
not
here.
a trucker, but
using
I can tell
glory
you.
holes, putting their dinghies in the thingies. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of that, if you have not already subscribed to today's show, please make sure you subscribe to our channel to our channel. And if you've not already liked today's show, please hit that thumbs up. If you've not hit the bell, quit playing with your thingy and hit the dinghy. We mentioned some Adderall. We were joking around about that. And I do have time real quick before we wrap this up. I found this video. It's about a week old, honestly. I just never got around to it. So this bride shared this thing on TikTok, and I didn't go to get to her actual one because it's so goddamn long. So I guess got the one some other lady cut up. And apparently it's this bride. She shares, quote, shocking footage of her husband after his drink was spiked with Adderall at their wedding.
Oh my God.
Now I work at weddings every Saturday, and they're saying that his drink was spiked by a guest before the ceremony. Now not only do I do receptions, DJ receptions, I also DJ ceremonies, which when I'm not like up there going, and then like grandparents walk down. It's just, you're playing pleasant background music. You provide microphones for them to do their vows and stuff and the readings and whatnot. So, but so I'm at the ceremony. I know who's there and when they're there and all that stuff and where the groom is at that time. Now, usually the groom and the groomsmen are kind of in their own area. The bride and the bridesmaids are in their own area, depending on the event. Sometimes they're all together. It just depends. Sometimes it's not like traditionally the groom's not supposed to see the bride until, they're actually married or whatever. That's what tradition is. Some couples say, fuck that. And they're all hanging out all day or whatever.
That first photo reveal. It's like they'll set it up where the husband turns around and sees her for the first time.
They do that.
Do all sorts of things these days.
All kinds of different ways they do it. But in general, guests are nowhere near
the wedding
the groom, in particular the groom. The groom usually stays away from everybody, kind of hiding, because especially in a situation where you aren't supposed to see the bride, she stays hidden away. He stays hidden away. They're both having people kind of run errands for them, so neither of them have the off chance they'll run into each other. Now, this wedding, I don't know how that situation was before it, but so maybe they were all blended or whatever and seeing each other, but they're blaming it on a guest that spiked him. Now, number one, I don't know that I necessarily believed he was spiked. Even though I've had somebody try to roofie me. Classic dumb story. Years and years ago, the old show did a calendar. We did a calendar release party where we were giving them all away and signing them and shit. I was drinking hard. A couple guys, I could tell they were being goofy. They were being weird. Got to take this shot, dumb. You got to take this shot. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'll get to it. And they just wouldn't let it go. They wouldn't let it go. And finally, just to make them go away, I just fucking just grabbed it and did this shot. And then almost right after that, not right after that, I would say within the next half hour, everything just kind of, I don't really remember much of it at all. Everything just kind of went, and it wasn't, and I've blacked out plenty of times. Plenty of times blacked out drinking. This was a completely different instance. So, I mean, I was getting in people's, I do this when I'm drunk anyway. I get in the wrong car. I try to get in people's cars all the time when I'm drunk. But this was just, it was very different. I've just been there. I've been super beyond drunk. I've been so drunk that I can't walk. And when I crawl, I actually crawl into walls. I mean, they're just out of control drunk. So I know that this was not just a regular blackout. So I know what it's like. That was people like listeners trying to dick with me. So, which that makes them, they're doing that because they feel like they're one of the guys, right? So that makes me feel like this wasn't a guest. This is one of his groomsmen who went, the only way you're going to be able to drink, maybe he knows the groom's a lightweight and he knows that if I give this guy some Adderall, he'll be able to drink all night. Because if, people, that's one of the things people say when they use it is you're able to keep drinking without getting exceedingly drunk when you take Adderall.
Oh my God.
So I think it might have been a groomsman or one of either his best man or somebody in their bridal party or the wedding party. One of the groomsmen did it and not a guest. And I don't know, maybe the bride
either
just
way, does that make it better that someone drugged you, whether you know them and you've put them in your bridal party or if they were, either way, a guest is someone close to you.
I guess I'd say it's worse if it's a member of your bridal party, frankly. But
So here's some video of it, and you tell me. I think the guy just took too much Adderall and freaked out and started blaming somebody there. That's what I think happened. So you see this, Dan?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm going right here.
All right, let's.
So it's supposed to,
this moment a little bit.
if you're listening to the podcast,
No. I get out of my mouth.
Okay.
it's just this guy talking in gibberish, basically just. And what does it say there? I can't even read it. Did it do it backwards? It's some. For whatever reason, if you're going to do a video, put the black box behind it with the white overlay so you can actually read it, not just. But oh shit. Can't play that one. We're done. That video's screwed. But no. Basically, it's just showing this guy experiencing what he's. This is him. Look at this face. I'm so messed up on Adderall. I can't take it. Can't breathe. Ooh, it's too much. It's too intense for me. But then the drinks start flowing. You could see he does have cotton mouth there, pretty bad. She's trying to help him hold it together. And now there's music playing in the background. I forgot. I can't play these songs because of the stupid rules here and copyright stuff. But what it does is leads to the end of it for an ad, basically, to make sure you buy these little things that you can cover up your drinks with. So I think this whole thing was.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a setup.
Totally set up.
Everything is so set up these days.
I know.
It looks like a setup.
From beginning to end. But God bless him if he got to get all fucked up at his wedding and just make a spectacle out of himself. And then his wife was like,
But what if he's like traumatized, like terrified out of his mind, like to be drugged?
I do. You really think that if he, I guess if you were technically drugged, it would be traumatized. I wasn't traumatized by it. I was just like, man, that sucked. My ex-wife might have been because I think I was a real dick when I got home.
Yeah.
She might have been traumatized by it, but
I guess like if it's only just Adderall, but like if he doesn't know what he took and you got drugged and you have no idea what's happening, that's terrifying.
If he's
Like your heart's
traumatized,
racing, your
this is a
thoughts are
foreign
racing.
concept to me because
He's
my
tender.
Well, that's a this
Be
is
a
all,
man.
Also,
Be a man.
Well,
Sorry.
not a man. Be just go with it, man.
Just roll with it,
Just
baby.
go with the feel, man. Because me, I ever since I was little, I have always wanted to find out what drugs were like. Always, as soon as somebody told me what drugs were, and I was like, oh, cool. I need to try those. Those sound great. People throw their whole life away for that. I'm doing that. I need to try that for sure.
Yeah.
So if somebody just would have gone, hey, dude, I think somebody spiked you with Adderall, and been like, and then you just kind of realize what it is. You go, whoo, okay. So, okay, now, okay. That's why I feel like this. Okay. Because if you ever done it, you're like, okay, this is, you feel pretty good.
That's the thing is if I didn't know I was slipped something, I took that and I started feeling all weird, I would immediately start freaking out. Like I would think there's something wrong. And if somebody told me it was Adderall, I don't know if that would help me. I think I would, if I feel like
Right?
even
Would it
me
matter if
taking
someone told you
medication,
what
I'm
it
kind of
is?
like, I wonder how this is gonna. I get in my head a little bit,
I love the idea of doing it. To me, it's just it's fun. It's just fun. And
Doing drugs or drugging people?
No, drugging people's terrible. I don't like
Yeah,
people
that's
that like force. I hate that actually. I like if somebody says to me like Campy doesn't smoke. I told him, hey, usually a lot of times before the show we'll burn down. Just give you a heads up. Because he had said he was sober at one point, and I didn't know what your sitch was at that point. So I said, just to give you a heads up, don't feel like you have to be included, but I don't want you to be, just be aware of it. Because if it's not something you're into, I don't want you to feel like you're walking into a situation. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, this is bad scene for me. I didn't want you to walk into that. So drugging people, no. Once you're drugged, roll with it, man, is what I'm saying. Why? You're only making things worse for yourself by fighting it.
Depends what you've been drugged with. I mean, and again, if you don't know, your body's response might be entirely different because your adrenaline starts pumping.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Have you ever taken, for ADHD, that's one of the things you said you have ADHD. That's one of the drugs they prescribe for it.
Maybe one time taken Adderall.
Did it seem to help your ADHD?
Perhaps, but
Okay.
I was terrified of continuing taking it. I didn't want to do that.
You didn't like the feeling?
No.
Oh, I
no.
loved
I
it.
didn't either. I didn't like it either.
To me, it was fantastic. It was Coke without the numbness, basically. Same kind of effect. So, and I'm not saying anybody should do that because it's wrong and illegal, but and not good for you. But I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie and sit here and pretend I didn't, but it was very detrimental to me. So don't do it. But
I'm not gonna lie, this is like really hard for me to talk about. Because
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've like had a close call where I'm not sure if I was ever drugged, and I honestly don't know if I really want to talk about it. It scared us. We don't know what happened. Like, went to a bar, went to a friend's house, and then could not stand. Like, can't use your feet.
Really?
Terrifying. Like, we had to drag each other out. Like,
you were both of you?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think it could have been on the. I
don't know how you could
lot,
question what
so
happened, because it was the
blacked out.
scariest day of our lives. Like, I honestly have never been more scared than watching you not be able to stand up and not knowing what happened or who breached our trust. Like, it was the scariest thing that's ever happened. Like, I never wanted to go through that again.
Whoa. Well, Allie's very upset right now.
No, and it really scares me to think about this happening to other people, because it is just so violating. And it's absolutely just like, you feel like you have no barriers. I've had stalkers before. I've been assaulted before, but nothing has been more scary in my life than being drugged, honestly.
Wow. Oh, well, and here I am saying just roll with it, and Allie's experienced it much worse. Okay, so you have no idea that you said you're the betrayal of trust, of not knowing people you were around that you trusted who might have done it. You're not sure.
Yeah, and
if
we were
it
at
was...
a bar we've been to before. We were sitting with people we knew. I only got up to go to the bathroom once, and I sat with people we knew the whole time. So, I mean, unless it was a bartender at that bar, or I would hate to think it was someone we knew. We never know. Like,
so at this point,
to this day, don't know what ever happened.
Do you suspect any person or persons?
I would never say that I do. I just, to this day, just kind of leave it at I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a casual night out, or was there like a special occasion that you guys were out?
Yeah, we kind of went out for a friend's show, and it went really south. So,
like a music
at
act
a bar
or
that we've been
okay.
to, a bar that we've been to plenty of times, like all the time. But maybe there was a different crowd there that day.
Dan seems skeptical.
No,
you seem like you're not sure.
It's honestly because I don't really know for sure or anything like that. I've drank before, plenty of times, whatever. Never ever had an experience like this one. And it was like blacking out like that. It was very scary.
Times like 100 though.
Scary at the time. Yes.
I didn't get scared. I
don't like that.
I was confused more than anything and wanted to go home. That's what I remember more than anything. I was just being very confused. Like, why am I so fucked up right now? And then just trying to figure out, all right, I know how to get the person who's supposed to get me. I need to figure out how to get a hold of them. That's why I was outside yelling my ex-wife's name, Andrea. And because I was yelling my ex-wife's name, trying to get her, like yelling at my phone, trying to get her to get to me to pick me up. So I do understand that, kind of.
Honestly, I think we were both drugged, and I was slightly less so. And I honestly had to drive us home. My feet went numb. I don't know how we got home.
That's what I was going to ask. Where did you guys end up at afterwards?
Back at our house somehow, because my adrenaline was just pulsing me home, and I got us there.
While you were at the bar, you guys felt normal. Did you feel normal? Then you then went to, you said, to a friend's house,
and it went south. Yeah.
It started going south there. That's when you. Now, were other people? How many people were at the house?
There's a few people, a couple friends.
10,
like,
5 or
five.
6.
Okay. Yeah.
And
chilling, couple couples hanging out post concert,
we were having a
burning down a little bit,
having
drinking scotch.
Precisely. And Dan went into the bathroom and never came back out. And I got
it all happened when I not gonna lie, he's like, my brother made this alcohol. It was like limoncello or something like that.
Homemade alcohol, moonshine.
Yes, something like that. So that's why I'm
take a shot. Take a shot. You gotta take a shot.
Yes,
just like the guy.
Dan took a shot and I refused because I was the DD. And then Dan went to the bathroom and disappeared. And these people were like, whoa. I was like, yeah, Dan's been in the bathroom for a while. And he was like, oh yeah. Man, did you get to try that limoncello earlier? Like, weird time to bring that up, huh?
It is weird.
Yeah.
So
and then
you
I got summoned to the bathroom to go, oh no, that guy actually peer pressured me so much. I did go to the kitchen with him and pretended to take a shot, poured it down down the sink. And I let it touch my lips. And by the time Dan summoned me for help, he could not stand. He was like, I'm not even kidding, trying to throw up in a toilet and forgot how to. And so he was either holding the kitchen, or the countertop in the bathroom and like this. At a 90-degree angle, puking.
It's not doing it right.
He didn't know how to kneel. And then once he tried to kneel, he just completely collapsed all over this toilet.
Jeez.
Yeah,
soon as he tried to
honestly,
use
I
his
noticed something was very wrong, and I actually started mentioning to our friends, like, I feel like I'm on like acid right now.
Dan said, I feel like I'm on drugs right now.
Borderline hallucination.
Really?
I started petting the dog, and I was like falling asleep petting the dog. And
Who was the guy with
stuff
the
like that.
limoncello?
A buddy or
It was
rando?
honestly
A friend of a friend.
A rando, not a common friend though, like a friend.
No,
of a,
yeah, it was a friend of a friend.
So not somebody you hang out with frequently.
Not on the regular.
Is
no.
this somebody who in the past has been weird, like hit on Allie or
No.
anything odd like that?
We were with our other friends who do hang out with this person regularly.
And
I'd
everyone's
say.
couples. Everyone's couples.
Yeah, never would.
Maybe there was something with the moonshine because
That's why I would not blame this person for. I don't want to say
Dan
this
doesn't
person
even
drugged
feel
me,
right.
you know,
any
about this.
ever have you ever confronted this person?
Unfortunately, I kind of did the next day, and it blew up in our faces. And a lot of people accused us of like, well, why didn't you go to the hospital and get a drug test if you thought you were drugged? I was like, this was the scariest moment of life. My feet barely worked long enough to get home across the city. So
Yeah.
That was
What, are you
where
gonna
my
call
thought was.
911? I think I got GHB'd or whatever.
Right.
Or, I
And-
mean,
Right.
And I'm not going to lie. So we, smoke. I was mostly concerned about that.
Sure.
And my mind's just reeling.
So that's what stoners do anyway. When you're if you're a stoner, you're no matter what's going on, the first thing you think is, all right, if I get stoned, that should help a little bit, no matter what. Like you could be literally near death with probably lung cancer, and you go, if I smoke a little more weed, it'll probably make me feel better. That's how
No.
stupid we are when it comes to that. So
But I don't doubt for a second we were drugged because Dan could not use his legs. I had to carry him to our car to leave, and I had to carry him up a flight of stairs to get home. And then he started trying to throw up. It like as soon as I got him laid down, and I had to do the technique where you put someone on their side and they bend their arms so that if they puke in their mouth while they're sleeping, they won't
Jimi
drown.
Hendrix, yeah.
And then at some point he did start vomiting, and I had to get behind his torso and hold him up over a trash can so he could puke.
Honestly, don't remember that part.
He
Don't
doesn't
any of
remember
that
a single
stuff, you know?
thing, and he
That's
did not
insane.
have a hangover.
Wow, Campy, you ready for this to be your future, dealing with people who've been drugged, or your new job as an EMT?
Let's get partying.
I will say, what's that?
I said, let's get partying.
I will say,
who's got the GHB?
After the story recap, Dan seems like he's handled the situation or the after effects of it a little differently than Allie has. She seems to be slightly more traumatized by it.
Yeah,
She was there
Also
for it.
carrying my partner that I love a lot through a very terrifying situation.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, I get it. You want to be there for your.
And
for
I was
your-
also, I think, drugged a little too, because by the time I got home, I started feeling the same effects. Like, not as so much so because I didn't take a shot.
It's different. It's different when you're like you or I, and we talk about things so loosely, but to sit in front of it firsthand and to see how she's been affected and traumatized.
Yeah,
by
you almost made me cry.
I
almost-
did. I'm not gonna lie.
You did? You got choked up?
No, but she brought some emotion out of me.
I swear. I mean, I was like right about to. I almost broke down with you there because it was so just.
I'm sorry.
I was not expecting
I've been
that.
having a hard time biting my lip for the whole story because
Wow.
just
Well, and
thinking
I'm
about
over-
it is really hard.
God, I'm the worst human being alive. I love getting drugged. I love when people give me drugs. Hi, you're on another dumb show. What's up?
Is it
It's
me?
you. Yep. What's up, man? 72. How are you, man?
Hey, Dumb, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on? What's your name? Who's this?
This is Jay.
Jared, what's up?
Hey, I just want to call in about that video you played of the guy at the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that's all bullshit. They're a TikTok couple, and they've been doing this kind of stuff just to peddle shit. Like, he just recently got to quit his job, and now they're just like peddling all kinds of different shit because they're making all this money off TikTok. They got a bunch of videos about the wedding with different shit. It's all like that.
See, I tried to Google a little bit to see if they were, if like people had tried to out them or anything, like officially caught them officially. So I didn't find it, but it sounds like Jared's out ahead of me and is aware of these scam artists.
Yeah, they've been doing this shit for a while. They're following. They got a pretty strong following on there. I think it's like Brandy and Billy or something like that.
Man, screw those people for taking advantage of something so
No, they're genius.
heavy
Well,
for
I guess-
their benefit.
See, God, I'm such a horrible person.
Yeah,
I'm calling them geniuses, and Allie's like, no, this happened to me. It's absolutely not. But in the end, they are doing kind of a small PSA, I guess, even though it's phony. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
The goal in the end is to make people get these drink covers
Yeah,
and
they're
protect.
selling little things.
Yeah, the drink covers, I suppose, work. I don't know who in the world would carry those anywhere and put them on their drinks, I guess, other than somebody who's been roofied once before. But I can't think of anybody who would be walking around with those. But Jared, I appreciate you hipping me to them, dude. Good looking.
Yeah, man. You guys have a good one.
You too, man. Take it easy. Okay. So, man, thank you for sharing that story. I didn't mean to upset you so much. I really didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think I talked about getting to that story. I really didn't think we were going to get to it. I should have done that earlier when more people were listening.
Oh, good. Well, good. You can let them know. Allie cries her eyes out at the end.
No, Allie, actually, I think we might have somebody who is crying more that cries more than me, because Allie said she cried on the way into work yesterday as well, because there was
God, yeah.
we had like a monsoon rainstorm here yesterday, right? Is it yesterday? And
yes.
You said you witnessed 2 car accidents right in front of you.
2 right in front of me, and I passed 5 on a 42-minute drive. I mean, it was pretty intense.
Were they just spin outs, or you saw just on the side of the road, all crunched up cars?
The one I saw, they kind of just wobbled and then slammed into the car next to them.
Oh,
it
really?
was a semi. Yeah.
Ouch.
And this like
You watched a semi lose it and then hit a car?
No, the car lost it and it slammed in the side of the semi pulled over. He's kind of fine. He's got a little crunch, but their whole front end was completely. Everyone else already was. You know what I mean?
Fuck it. I gotta get
if I see phones out, I try not to be one more
important.
person calling in. But
I appreciate it. Thank you for putting me more important than all that in our show. Thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah.
Your answer should have been, I had to get here, dumb.
I was scooting around that traffic, you know.
Film Trigger, super fan donation in there. I appreciate that, by the way, guys. It's always the best way. Sorry again, the chat. We've got a big group of people in the chat, thankfully, and it moves very quickly, and it's hard for me to see all of your messages a lot of times. So again, the super fan donations are always the easiest and most definite way for me to see your comments. I've been asked to boot someone from the chat.
Yeah, Matt, the Matt Levy dude.
What's going on?
A bunch of dudes started calling this Megan girl. I don't even know who she is, but they started calling this Megan girl in the chat hot. And so, like, me being stupid, I was like, yeah, because I mean, I can't tell if she's hot, but her little YouTube picture, I mean, she looks like she'd be hot. So I said something, and then I said, yeah, Megan is hot though. And then this dude's just been like harassing nonstop ever since. And a bunch of people in your chat just blocked him.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not cool. Don't be
I don't know. It
don't
seems
lay
like
off the ladies, guys.
He's being extra. He's being extra.
I love that word.
He's being very extra.
Follow up a
He needs to
segment
go.
about trauma by traumatizing more women.
No, I thought Diz was in charge of that kind of stuff. Is Diz doing that, or is he looking for an official ruling from me?
I think we have to enable.
I think you got to give him the green light, dude. Give him the green light.
Give him the green light. So, okay, well, let's go through it a little bit here before we wrap things up. So we got Megan in there. She says, my eyes are strictly on Mikey. Okay, all right. So Mikey's got some love, and I can't go far enough back, I don't think, to catch up with the whatever drama's been going on.
Oh, for the record, too, I just want to say, because I was contributing to this conversation, even though I only said one thing, and I said that Megan was hot, and it seemed to like spiral off after that. Mikey's a super cool dude.
Dogs in my chat instead of talking on the show. I tell you, I got to yell at Larry, I got to yell at Campy.
No, okay. Mikey, Megan, you guys are cool. I was literally just being stupid. I didn't mean to contribute to any drama that just ensued in the live chat whatsoever. So my apologies, guys. I love you.
Oh,
both.
no, it's okay. I just I didn't know. So the guy's he's really going just being a creep
dog.
He's thirsty. He's big thirsty.
Well, does he think that that's going to make him her? What an interesting way to live your life.
Especially while we're having a conversation about girls' drinks being drugged.
Yeah, well, I
mean, come on.
I wonder what is the purpose of that. Is it like, I mean, it's still like, I get when you're a little kid, you pull a girl's hair, you know, like you stick their hair in the ink, and like in the movies, you know, you're on the playground, you don't let them play tag with you. That's what you do. You're mean to the girls because you actually like them. That's what you do when you're a little boy. That's literally kindergarten, first grade stuff. So just wonder, do we have a kindergartner in there? Is that what it is? Is Matt a little guy? Just a little guy. Campy's been forgiven by the chat. League of Dummies gives you a pass, my friend.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Diz said, I got him. Done. Good job, Diz.
Nice,
way to
dude.
go. Yeah.
Sniped his ass.
There you go. Herman's trying to get beated too. Sharon wants Herman out. I think Herman tries to be funny. I think he's trying to be funny. I don't think he's
had
trying
a story
to be
arc.
mean. Yeah, I think he's going back and forth. Sharon, we do owe you a roast. Sadly, because Sharon was kind enough to put a nice big fat super fan donation in there requesting a roast of your old pal Dumb. And we are going to do that. Larry's going to be leading it. We're going to be, I think we're going to try to get PDJ in there too as well. Campy, if you got jokes, you're welcome to jump in on the roast too. If you got jokes, you can part of the what, Allie?
The dais.
The dais. Apparently, that's the group of people who get to shit all over me. That's a fancy way of the dicks, the group of dicks. That's what it is. The group of dicks talking about another dick. I get it. So, Blue Wolverine says, Megan, just block him. Problem solved. Blue Wolverine, superfan donation. Seems to know what he's doing in there. Maybe just follow his lead at that point. What was I just going to say? Dummies unite. I like that. I like the dummies uniting. And people are saying blocking chat is lame as F. So, the roast. Sharon, we owe that. Thank you. She says you've been waiting on it. Larry had to go out of town. And you know how screwy D is. She's putting the screws to him, making sure he's getting everything packed and everything, getting the house in order, tidying up the yard, unplugging all the appliances and everything, all that good stuff. I overheard you saying, Allie, that you unplug your coffee maker when you go out of town.
I unplug everything.
You're one of these people.
Oh yeah,
it's very strange to me. I'll never understand this. The guy in the old show used to do this.
That I only leave I would unplug my appliances, but I bought specific appliance surge protectors so that I don't have to.
Yeah, that's what the surge protectors are for. If it surges, it shuts it all off. Does it for you.
But it's hard to buy ones that'll fit behind your stove.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. All right. Campy, good luck with college. Does that mean you're not going to be able to come back here? When's that start again? August 28th.
August
it's about a month from now. Was it a night course, day course? How's that work?
Right now I'll be in the night courses, and then if something becomes available during the day, because I signed up kind of late.
Yeah.
If something becomes available during the day, then I'll try to do that. But I mean, as far I try to stay in contact with you.
Yeah.
Anytime that I can slide in, and I'm welcome to come by. I wouldn't
You
mind,
are.
dude.
You're always
I love
welcome.
popping in, and it's always good hanging out with you guys.
Cool. I appreciate you saying that, man. I like when you hang out. So the door's always open, man. Hang out whenever you want. You just pop in for all I care.
Kick ass.
Sharon, superfan donation says, can't wait for the roast. Can't wait for it either. Love when people roast me. I think it's actually a lot of fun. I know people think I have thin skin and I'm a big baby, but actually, I love getting made fun of as long as I can do it back. And you're not being a baby yourself. Yucky. All right. That's going to wrap things up for us here on Another Dumb Show. We do have the Another Dumb t-shirts available. I've been overwhelmed by the amount of people who've ordered the shirts. We're going to be very busy. We're going to have some shipping elves here. I think
party.
I believe we're going to have a pretty long one. So if you have not had a chance to get in particular, the special edition Captain Content shirt, those are going pretty quickly. So I please urge you guys, if you want to get one of those, please go to anotherdumbshow.com now. Grab your Captain Content shirt. It is really cool. If you haven't had a chance to see it yet, Dan will pop it up there. Let me see those bad boys up there. You can even just do the tiny one. You don't have to do the big one. Oh, that one's just fine too. So again, you'll see we have we have 3 shirts available: a black shirt with the Another Dumb Show logo, a white shirt with the Another Dumb Show logo, and the special edition Captain Content logo shirt. And it also has the Another Dumb Show logo on the back, right below the neck. So you can pick those up at anotherdumbshow.com. That's right. New teaser available at anotherdumbshow.com. And please make sure you grab one of those. If you've not had a chance to subscribe to our channel, please do that. Even if you're listening to the podcast while you're taking a dump, just pull up YouTube real quick. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up a few videos. That'll help us out here on YouTube, and that'll help the podcast keep growing too. So if you like it there, help us out here too if you can there. So again, hit that donation button. Hit that notification button. That way you know when we're going to be going live, when we have posted some new videos. We've been doing had a lot of conversations behind the scenes about some things we'd like to put together for you guys that will be happening, that we'll be posting. So please make sure you have that notification thing on. That way, Blue, and you got it, buddy. That way, you'll know when those videos go up. So it's going to wrap things up for us here on Another Dumb Show. You guys have a great night. I am out of here. Larry's still in Ecuador, so Dan's going to be running the sound. So it'll be me, Dan, Allie, and I'm not sure if B1 will be here tomorrow. She might be, but either way, we will be back live tomorrow at 5 p.m. See you.